Hey, who do you work for?
Sir, Bush or if you okay. Look at what you're saying.
Who do you work for? Hello? Who do you work for?
You better talk.
Mother, come. Come, pass here and come.
I don't know. I came here no 1 week. I don't know his name.
You don't know his name?
Yeah.
Where is he coming from? Is he also Chinese?
No, Ghana.
He's a Ghanaian?
Yeah.
You don't know the person you are working for, you don't know his name?
Yeah. I came there no long time. 1 week, like that.
Huh?
1 week.
Who brought you to Ghana? Who brought you?
Me.
To come and do what? The person you work with, you don't know his name, but you are working with him. Lipa now, no me your friend saying. Huh? Okay, now so on one here. One more is not here, no. Why? One that do more with you. Wait a farm. Do you hear English? Hey, madam. Do you speak English? Huh? Hey, you don't speak English, you give him dog.
How do you negotiate with him?
He's small.
Yes, so speak.
Who gave him dog? One of my What did you do? Emma, or you must say, one of you to know. Mama, please, have you got a name? What do you know?
He told us that.
Osede. Huh?
Masa,
Hey, Osede.
you were mentioning the name so top.
What number? What name is Bana? We need one number. 1 and 5. Wine. Wine driver. And security in terms of what? Oh, Bush one. We don't cost like no matter about. Who they train you in the air?
And you cruise out
If you now want to be or say no fee.
I want to know boys next to the other side. No one time. Let me answer the question. Or if you know what you know, you're saying fee.
Castle near one there. Hey, did you say you came here last week?
No, I work for Ghana also.
Huh?
Last week.
Did you say that you came to Ghana last week?
No.
When did you come here?
I come. I work for Ghana also 1 week.
1 week.
Yeah, 1 week.
Who owns the cars?
No, I want to know.
The 3 cars belongs to who?
Me, I don't know. That car not for me.
Who bought the weapons for you? The guns, who bought it for you?
No. That's one for me. I'm workers.
It's for who?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
But someone you You got it from them.
And the guy is called Richmond Osei.
Richmond said, let's get him arrested.
Richmond Osei.
I will walk on of the.
Hey, who do you work for?
Sir, Bush or if you okay. Look at what you're saying.
Who do you work for? Hello? Who do you work for?
You better talk.
Mother, come. Come, pass here and come.
I don't know. I came here no 1 week. I don't know his name.
You don't know his name?
Yeah.
Where is he coming from? Is he also Chinese?
No, Ghana.
He's a Ghanaian?
Yeah.
You don't know the person you are working for, you don't know his name?
Yeah. I came there no long time. 1 week, like that.
Huh?
1 week.
Who brought you to Ghana? Who brought you?
Me.
To come and do what? The person you work with, you don't know his name, but you are working with him. Lipa now, no me your friend saying. Huh? Okay, now so on one here. One more is not here, no.
Why? Before the school, I'm
One that do my with Juma. Wait a foul. Do you hear English? Hey, madam. Do you speak English? Huh? Hey, you don't speak English, you give him dog.
How do you negotiate with him?
He's small.
Yeah, so speak.
Who gave him dog? One am I with Juma. What did you do? Emma, or you must say, one of you two. Mama, please, have you got a name? What do you know?
He told us that.
Osede. Huh?
Masa,
Hey, Osede.
you were mentioning the name so top.
What number? What name banana we have made money number? One and five. One. One driver. And security in terms of what? Oh, bush one. It's more cost site and no matter. Who they train you in the security?
And you cruise out
If you now want to be or sell fee.
I want to know what is next to the other side. No one time. Let me answer the question. Was if you know what you know, say fee.
Castle near one there. And Brofonia. Hey, did you say you came here last week?
No, I work for Ghana Bosu.
Huh?
Last week.
Did you say that you came to Ghana last week?
No.
When did you come here?
Actually, I come. I work for Ghana Bosu 1 week.
1 week.
Yeah, 1 week.
Who owns the cars?
No, I want to run.
The 3 cars belong to who?
Me, I don't know. That car look for me.
Who bought the weapons for you? The guns, who bought it for you?
No. That's one for me. I'm workers.
It's for who?
I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah.
But someone you You got it from them.
And the guy is called Richmond Osei.
Richmond said, let's get him arrested.
Richmond Osei.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm here supported by the Chief Director and the Head of Policy and some of my colleagues from the Ministry of Education. And I'm here to receive your humble petition and to assure you that I will walk the talk on the issue of the unfair labor treatment
Thank you.
that has been meted to you.
Thank you.
It is not acceptable labor practice anywhere that you will work for 13 months without pay. But understandably, I ordinarily could simply have said that I don't control the pairs by way of releases. But be assured that I'm on top of the matter. I met with the Honorable Minister for Finance on Tuesday, the 23rd of this month, and we discussed your matter. And your matter is receiving priority consideration of government. We are heading to cabinet with a joint cabinet memo which will be signed and sponsored by me and the Honorable Atu Forson to make a strong case to recruit, just as I stated. Our estimation is for both GES and TVET, we need 53,000 teachers more. I'm talking of the generality. But The matter which requires urgent solution is 6,700, whose process started.
Okay.
Subsequent to Ministry of Finance issued clearance for your recruitment to the Ministry of Education. That process only lapsed in December 2024. Be assured that when we do get approval of the cabinet memo, you will receive deservedly, even for the period that you are so complaining about. You'll be compensated for it. So we are making a case for you. There will be cabinet next week. I hope that we will consider it and get approval.
Two speakers made very clear is the fact that they have faith in the president, and I think that is very important, that you have faith in the president, and also you know that the buck stops here. He is the president, so the buck stops here. So it's good that you have come to the presidency. You said you have engaged the ministries, finance and education, but you're here. And you know, this government prioritizes teachers. I think we should take that into consideration. Look at the no fee stress policy. First year students had their fees cleared. Teachers, we don't want to see our teachers marching on the streets. It's the last thing we want to see. I don't know what has accounted for the 13 months without getting your IDs and being processed. So I am hoping that once you have brought this here, I will definitely take it in there. No, it will not be under my desk, as somebody said, you know. No, but it will be looked at as to why the delay has occurred. I have no idea. But what I can say to you, especially you, as you're very upset over there, that it will be looked at, and hopefully, like you said, whether it's October or November, this will be treated urgently, because we don't want to see our teachers on the street, because we need you in the classroom to teach our kids. So thank you all so much for coming.
We don't have transport. We don't have transport. We need transport.
Yes.
We need transport.
Yes.
We need transport. We need transport to go. We need transport.
Thank you.
We need transport to go to our area.
We need transport.
From here to go already.
And yes, I am going.
Yes. Okay. You can. Okay.
We need
transport. And he prioritizes teachers. You cannot. I mean, they are going to scrap teacher licensure exams, right? All of that. So it means that education is a priority to the government.
Yes.
So I'm begging you. So have faith. Continue to have faith in the president, and it will be done. Well, thank you.
We need transport. We need transport.
Evans, this again is not different from the advert on the table you just showed. And this is simple English and comprehension. You step up, we show up. It's asking you to upgrade that IUC number to Compact Plus, meaning that registration, that IUC account is not currently on Compact Plus. It is a compact account. That's why they are asking you to upgrade your compact account to a Compact Plus, and they will get a boost to premium. So it is the same. This is not different from the table you just showed. That's why I'm saying that there appears to be some confusion. It is clear. It is saying to you that if you were if that account holder was a Compact Plus account person, they will not be telling them in the message to upgrade to Compact Plus. For you to be told to upgrade to Compact Plus, it means you are not a Compact Plus account holder. It means you are a compact account holder. So it means that as a compact account holder, again, to the point I was making, that the owner of this account was paying 380 Ghana cedis to DSTV. DSTV is saying to the person, pay us 190 cedis more and go to Compact Plus, which is supposed to now make you pay 570, and we will give you the premium.
I think for me it's more or less like a promo than a reduction, because the minister was telling us that we are supposed to, we are paying the same subscription, but then you are just being upgraded. I mean, it's better than nothing. We'll take it like that. He is a step in the right direction. Maybe in future we'll get a proper reduction.
I used to owe DSTV, but now I have stopped, and I stopped because to me it was too expensive. And in my opinion, whether the minister negotiated or whatever, it doesn't matter to me, because if somebody takes a product to the market, we are in a free market, so he can sell at any price. It's up to you to decide to buy or not to buy. So why do we make noise? For 2-3 months we're making noise about DSTV. I don't know whether it's a promo or whether it's a price reduction.
I think he's done a good job, but we would have preferred getting the 30% off. So yeah, for me that's it.
We actually need the fight for the reduction, whereby we can put money in our packets. You know, what kind of channels are they going to add to maybe the packages? Is this channel useful? The question is no or yes. They could add any channels you. Somebody living in Ghana, if you put in a channel that speaks Spanish, a channel that speaks language that I don't understand, does it make sense to me? No. So the fight is not complete. We prefer a reduce in price as compared to what the South Africans are enjoying, the Nigerians and then the Kenyans.
Yeah, so I just feel like maybe that wasn't what was promised. But then again, I feel like it's also not too bad of a deal, in the sense that we are getting relatively better packages for lower prices, if what I saw yesterday is actually right. So yeah, I think it's fine. For me, I'm okay with it if that's what we are doing. At the end of the day, DSTV is more like a luxury item that people are going for. It's not a necessity, so I don't think we should really push too hard for the reduction. It would be good if maybe the prices were reduced, but in a way, that's what has been done.
Since his return to office for a non-consecutive second term on January 7, 2025, President Mahama has embarked on what his administration calls a national reset agenda with key economic indicators showing signs of improvement, including a drop in inflation and a stronger cedi. But beyond official statements and policy headlines lies an important question. How do ordinary Ghanaians feel about the president's performance so far? Let's hear from some traders here at Ofie Market.
Na yaka nokware se ne anokware ne te yati nsem bebre sesi ya me no ka sei meto electricity bu akosoro first no ya wo pure water vote keketewa no na ye 2 cedi 50 pesos ine ye 5 cedi enti ahochere ne de sesi na ya more esen first no
electricity na first wo turn is saying as say wo turn is saying
oh first no me fi ametimu no meto electricity 100 cedis. Me to me, I did 3 weeks. She said now, me to electricity 100 cedis. 2 weeks. Na echo.
For my side, as I don't deal directly with them, I deal with the outgoers. I realize that the cost of production from them and the cost running out to us is a little bit down. So I think with that one, I'll give the government a plus. We're trying to reduce the seeds that they give to the farmers for them to grow and the harvesting challenges. Because then now the government too has done well. I think I can't say just this 8 months, but getting to the latter part of the year, the government was supporting with the rice mills. So we can, at first, there were not much rice mills.
Nyamianim Kanea ne de prepaid no e cost rokra ena water bills no enye eno de enye kra ye to 10 million okay ye mfie no e abansoro nti nkrofot ye to 10 million 1 month me na me ka kiro
oh me de me ni party bia mo ba me gidi ye say papa no obo ne ho modern obo ejuma na ekọ nanim kakra bia yanka say be ho improvement. Oh, maybe at least my whole flexibility or my brabo. I won't say near my hand me kakra.
The galam say no nye kura. Nti no say wo hwe no waka won say yensu. Say yan ansase. Wo ba wo se galam say wo be ho ade so wo ba won hwe ho asam nka ho hwe.
From cautious optimism to lingering frustration, expectations from Ghanaians are clear. Transparency, accountability, and tangible results. Reporting for Metro News, Ekuya Babu, Market, Eastern Region.
Denial of visas to President Abbas and the Palestinian delegation sets a bad precedent and should be deeply worrying to all member nations of the United Nations. Ghana recognized the state of Palestine in 1988 and supported a two-state solution to the conflict since then. And I say, contrary to the claims of some, a two-state solution would not be a reward for Hamas. It would rather be a reprieve for the hundreds of thousands of innocent women and children and people who are facing collective punishment and forced starvation for no reason other than the fact that they are Palestinian. For nearly 2 years and for the fear of reprisals, we here in this General Assembly have been playing hide and seek with language to find the right words to help us avoid or excuse what we all know is taking place in Gaza. But here's the thing, it doesn't matter what you call it. If it looks like a duck, it swims like a duck, and quacks like a duck, well, then it must be a duck. The crimes in Gaza must stop. The crimes in Gaza must stop. Madam President, I also want to draw particular attention to the conflict in Sudan, which this body has described as the world's largest humanitarian crisis. 12 million people.
Government is broke, government is broke. But people are spending billions to go inside the government that is broke. Have you ever seen a minister who resigned because government is broke before? Government has no money. Have you ever seen a governor who said, ladies and gentlemen, when I was elected, I thought the government had money. Now I discover government has no money, I resign. Have you ever seen it? Government has no money, but they are bringing money out at election time. Where is that money coming from? So they are lying. What is happening is that there are two types of wicked people in government. Type 1, they eat current money. Any money they find in government, they will eat it. They are wicked about that one. There is type 2. Type 2, they eat current money and future money. They will say, my term will end next year. When I leave, how will I eat money? Let me borrow money now and borrow money of the future and eat it now.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to the show. Today is Wednesday. Today is the 1st of October 2025. This is the day the Lord has made. Indeed, we're glad in it. We want to say a big thanks to the Almighty God for keeping us alive and kicking, for giving us a great privilege of returning here to join the nation's conversation, the big issues that matter to you. So, welcome to Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My name is Audu Moro. I'll go straight ahead and look at the front pages of the newspapers that we have today. And as always, start with my favorite daily graphic. Daily graphic this morning says that rethink state media financing. NMC chair urges government. There's also herbal concoctions, dehydration, fuel rise in kidney diseases, according to an expert. Education Ministry seeks 300 million cedis for infrastructure in Category A schools. Economy shows strong progress ahead of IMF fifth review. Stanbic Bank. Metro Lens. Probe Justice Kulendi, Richard Jakpa, Dr. That's DM Boforiata petitions police for obstruction of justice. Ignore Brian's false claims. Eastern Region MPs for DMB. KGL's Dade urges Africa to create business giants. And there's also scholarship beneficiary sweeps 2 awards at UPSA congregation. Dr. Park praises UDS for historic World Championship triumph. The Daily Searchlight. CEO of Solani Group of Companies' honest father on his 95th birthday. There's more than Ghana 1.80 to feed each prisoner. That's amount reviewed to 5 cedis, but yet to be paid. Ghana's prisons face funding challenges amidst rising food costs. Probe Kulendi Jakpa petition. 6 illegal miners busted at Hihi Mrewa. And there's also cracks in MPP General Secretary Chase's Bono Chairman Abronye. Alleged National Security Operative storm Ho residents, assault woman, tow away vehicles. The Ghanaian Times. Ghana's water resources declined from 1,900 cubic meters per person in 2016 to 1,500 now, WRC. President holds crunch meeting with CSOs over illegal mining menace Friday. Water Aid Ghana launches 18.9 million cedis wash project in Upper East region. German government to help Ghana strengthen regional security. FESOG calls for regulatory framework to guide surrogacy practice. The new crusading guide actually. Itiabu residents cut ties with Paramount chief. Pandemic embezzlement, COVID-19 cash vanishes in chief's palace. There's Anas emerges global winner in bold journalism, gaming fusion. Land minister and the fire farmers accuse him of secretly authorizing persons mining to destroy cocoa farms in Bremen. And there's also Kwewu chiefs renew call to complete Abetifi referral hospital. CIBI flags fourth estate over NLA KGL deal. Daily Guide. Fuel station owner cries foul over Total Energy standoff. Claims of 3 billion cedis NLA giveaway falls. CIBI. Yoko seizes want to miss 15 luxury cars. Wachi Ejakon declares NPP chairmanship bid. Justice Kulendi Jakpa dragged to CID. Daily Guide resumes Saturday publication. The Insight. Nalai. World Bank report reveals COVID-19 Russia-Ukraine was not cause of Ghana's 2022 economic crisis. CIBI slams fourth estate of alleged misleading NLA KGL report. Ghana's program of decentralization requires shift in mindset. Veep. Papase chief hails chief imam for promoting peace, national cohesion. Parties without reps in parliament demand discontinuation of Edubu Ahine's prosecution. And there's also Takwa Nsoami MCE outlines vision to position Western region as Ghana's next business hub. The Informer. 15 Eastern MPs reaffirm support for Baumia. NACOC chief collaborate to fight illicit drug. Road crashes claim 1,937 lives in 8 months. OSP nabs sledge over MIIF cash. And there's NLA KGL agreement. Chamber falls fourth estate. Tamale Hospital pays ghost about 1.5 million cedis. The Inquisitor. Tracing alleged loot, OSP cages Dr. Sledge. CIBI falls fourth estate on NLA KGL deal report. 15 Eastern Region MPP MPs chase Brian. There's TCDA boss addresses ANRAG. The Accra Times. Resetting the judiciary as promised, Mahama hailed for nominating new CJ with no political ties. Slave trade is the greatest crime against Africa. Mahama cries out to the West, Africa must demand reparations. NPP in search of credibility chases Baumia loyalist over reckless comment. NPA to prosecute defaulters. And as MIDA is chief coordinator for global grants, President Mahama declares, fighting illicit drug trafficking, NACOC DG calls on Paramount Chief of Aplao. Daily Post. I have no respect for cowards who attack from the shadows. Zaneto, be careful what you wish for. Chachuchi Katan calls for declaration of state of emergency over Galamsey. The Daily Statesman. Pediatrician sounds alarm over environmental pollution. AG must withdraw Edubu Ahin case. The CID petitioned to probe Kulendi Jakpa over alleged interference in Ato Forson's case. Sunyani Traditional Council launches Akwaba Festival. Wachi Ejaku eyes MPP chairmanship. The Ghanaian publisher. CIBS slams fourth estate over Shodi NLA KGL probe. The MPs dare Brian name snitches or apologize. Muhammad Draxi is also to Ghanam say CID asked to probe Kulendi Jakpa over alleged plot to derail Ato Forson trial. And the custodian. Justice Kulendi Richard Jakpa to face CID over obstruction of justice. Abronia demands live broadcast to prove Ken's anti-party actions. And there's mentioned traitors among us. 15 Eastern Region pro-Bamia MPs dare Brian. Tano North MCA fingered in the Galamsey operations. All right, so yeah, so that's it for the newspapers that we have today, the headlines of the newspapers we have today. Please don't go anywhere. This is Good Morning Ghana. Stay with us.
Sometimes the unexpected happens and the hero falls down in his own story. But he needs not stay down for long. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance is your trusted health partner. Whether an individual building a business, with Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern. For the best health insurance solutions for corporate institutions, groups and associations, families and individuals, choose Cosmopolitan Health Insurance from our over 700 accredited health service providers nationwide. Call us on 0302 540 668 or 0501 678 547 for all your health insurance solutions. Cosmopolitan Health Insurance, your medical care is our concern.
Chia winning Nara, me ding edge baby dapa, me dear sonko crane bremo. Now that what you are what you are Japan me de bremo. And no any Samu spices. Samu spices in here. And we wow no breo. Various flavors. Ubenya a yako. Ubenya nemchi. You do good jollof muma emu yete. Ubenya ye do kwan. You do for yemu. Ho na kopebito. Na Emma with Diane. And yet de. Unyiminia. Young con your cocoa for eka.
Autant de communication, we all enjoy Uduba, that Samu spices. What in the essence, don't cry. I think it's Daliaga. Samu spices in a Sabi, Daddy so say. Samu spices, Moon Samu.
Samu spices, Yama chicken.
Samu spices.
In Sanaka in Kitswa, measure 10 grams. Your chicken, spaghetti, garlic and ginger, stew, can jollof, and the flavors are for Bebre.
Samu spices, yes, Saka.
I'm a brand manager. Of course, I accept only quality and affordable printed souvenirs for my promotional campaigns.
I'm the head of academic affairs of a very important institution in Ghana.
Of course, we only deal with quality, reliable printing companies for our institution's printing materials. I'm talking about appointed time printing.
Appointed Time Printings. We take pride in our extensive print scope that transform your ideas into captivating visual masterpieces. We delve into the core objectives and vision of each print project. Precision printing is at the heart of our printing process as we meet your tight deadlines. Our rigorous inspection, color verification, and overall printing excellence are assured. 20 years of printing excellence. It's always a pleasure working with you to create a vibrant, dazzling printing experience that gives you a masterpiece. Appointed Time Printing, your world of quality and affordable printing.
Hello, my friends. My name is Kelkit Toothpaste.
Wow.
I was made to be gentle on your gum, but protected. I will protect your teeth from cavity, make your teeth whiter, stronger, keep your mouth fresh all day. And best of all, I'm strawberry flavored. So put on a smile and try me.
That's amazing.
Just try me. That's my job.
If you say so, jump on my brush. Makes your teeth stronger, chicky whiter, chicky stronger. Yay! You did it!
I'm glad you like your new toothpaste. Don't forget to brush both day and night.
Kelkits, happy smile.
In life, choice is good, but choice plus safety is way better. Your safety and comfort is paramount. Under the cylinder recirculation model, you can buy LPG in a safe environment. All cylinders are inspected and maintained to the best safety standards, so your safety is assured. Just take your empty cylinder to the nearest exchange point and swap it for a filled cylinder. Different cylinder sizes will be available to meet your pocket size. Imagine cooking in a smoke-free environment. This will improve the health and well-being of you and your family. Choose LPG in a safer model of distribution. Cylinder recirculation model. Securing your safety. Creating more jobs. A message from the National Petroleum Authority under the patronage of the Ministry of Energy.
Promo! Your most preferred estate partner is given a massive 20% discount on land sale. Yes, for our Founders Day promo, Estate Masters is offering this special discount for outright purchases up till the end of September 2025.
Purchase your tracks today.
This cuts across all our available sites, and upon purchase, you get to enjoy a free indenture and free site plan. Our site visits are also free, so rush now and secure a plot of land while this offer lasts. Estate Masters, your most preferred estate partner.
welcome back to the show. Or let me just, no, welcome back. Let me just say you're still watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television because you haven't moved anywhere. You've not gone anywhere. So, you're still watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. My name is Aldo Moro. The show is also live on 94.1 FM. Need I remind you? My guests are seated, and we'll kickstart with the conversation shortly. So, Mr. Ishaq Ibrahim is a private legal practitioner. He's a teacher of the law and also a member of the MPP's legal directorate. He's here with us. Good morning, sir. Thank you very much for joining us.
Good morning to you.
And,
it's my pleasure and honor to be here. And then good morning to my good friend here. Wonderful. And good morning to the good people of Ghana.
All right. And also Cletus. He's the man Ishaq was just greeting. I'm talking about Cletus Sedu Dapla. He's the MP for Jirapa and also the Vice Chair for the Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration Committee of Parliament. Good morning, sir. Thanks.
Good morning.
Yes.
Bro.
It's a pleasure.
Pleasure to see you too.
Yes.
How have you been?
Not bad. Alhamdulillah.
Good.
You know.
Good morning to my good friend and a brother.
Good morning to you.
Good.
You know, this morning as soon as we got here, our boss, and he decided to dress us in addition to what we were already wearing. And as you can see, we're all in pink. See?
Yes.
See my Ishaq. That's Ishaq's.
Yeah, that's mine.
Yes, that's
mine too.
Yes. It's not for nothing, isn't it?
No.
That's a very good reason why we have them on. It's because today begins a very important day. It's an entire month. I'm talking about the World Breast Cancer. And we're celebrating the entire October. Yeah. And, I'm told that for men generally, and I don't know where Ishaq I don't know which category you fall.
Okay.
But I'm told that for most men, they would be attracted to a woman for either her back or her front. And first of all, before we begin the main conversation, Ishaq, where do you belong? Are you a back or a front person?
I beg you. This is purely a private issue. I'm not really sure whether this is good for daylight TV. So you may have to check with your regulators.
You want to blackmail us on this platform? Don't do that.
No, we've just started a journey. Yes.
Yes. So I believe this is purely a private issue.
Okay.
As to what people like, they don't like, should remain public, except there is a public figure like Honorable, who is a member of Parliament.
You're a public figure too.
I'm a teacher.
You're a teacher?
No, I'm a teacher.
In a private school?
Yes, but it's good for his constituencies to know what he really likes as an MP. So public figure is fine, but private citizen like me, let him remain private. But he's a public figure, let him make it public.
Mr. Public Figure. Would you want to declare publicly where you belong?
Whether
you are for back or front?
No, I associate myself with him in this conversation. I remain tight. My lips remain tight on this.
This is one of the few moments where you have agreed.
Yes, I associate myself with my brother.
But this reminds me, years ago, we had a high-profile politician called Kofi Wayo.
Right.
I don't know whether you remember him.
Right.
He had come from the United States.
Yes, Kofi Wayo Mima.
He was a very interesting character. I remember as a young person, when they asked him about a question, so they asked Professor Kofi Wayo that when you were sent to the United States to check his assets, what did you find? So the answer wasn't satisfactory, and then Kofi Wayo was there. He said, "You, Professor Kofi Wayo, is that what you told me? What you're telling me? When you came to me to the United States, I gave you women with big breasts, and this is why on live TV, which was quite embarrassing. Oh yeah, he has no boundaries.
Chad, I miss him. I don't know where he is. He should speak to us.
Hey, I think he's back in the United States.
That's him on the screen.
Yes.
In fact, surprisingly, 2016, he visited me in Jirapa.
Yes.
He just bumped into me with his pickup.
Yes.
And he asked me, DC, I was a DC. He said, where is your village? And I said, okay, some 5 kilometers. The next village from Jirapa is my village.
Yes.
He said, okay, I'm going to I'm going to dash them some cutlasses, Wellington boots, what. I hope that will be okay. I said, they are farmers. If you can give them, they will be happy.
He was very bombastic.
They laugh.
He's speaking in a bombastic manner.
I know.
Chuck, we miss you. Try to, at least one of these days, speak to the media.
So
about
perhaps
happiness in Ghana.
Him this morning. He's very bombastic, and you deal with this topic very well.
Chuck. Because he knows a lot about this topic. Yes. So the two of you won't tell me where you belong.
He made politics interesting.
Okay.
He always have his own opinion, his own thinking about Ghana and people.
Yes.
And he will give it to you. He will see his artists. He say Ghanaians, we pretend a lot. When we see white, we want to say it's not white. It looks like white. He will not do it that way. Kofi Wayo will tell you it's white. If it's black, it's black. That's Kofi Wayo. And I think that is what we actually need in this country. We sort of pretend too much.
Interestingly, he wanted to become president, president of this country.
I think so.
Yeah, he made some attempts. I think when he came first, he campaigned for President Kufuor then.
Yeah, he was
MPP, and then later he bastardized Kufuor. Kufuor didn't get in some oil deal. I remember he was so hurt and he poo-poo him, call him all sort of names.
Perhaps he's back in Chicago.
But was Kufuor, are you really rich? Or he was just bragging?
He was bombastic.
He was bombastic.
You don't have to be rich. You can be bombastic. Like Trump, I'm rich.
Yeah, usually, Trump is wealthy. I mean,
he's wealthy, but he might not be as wealthy as he said he is. Some people.
I got a bit closer to him by virtue of the fact that he was a board member of Energy Commission.
Okay.
And then my former MP, the Honorable Dr. Dakura, was also the board chairman then. So I got a bit closer to him.
So you know some of his assets, is that what you mean? Can you say
no, when I say I got closer to him a bit was this is just a relationship.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
He was close to my
No,
MP.
the question was he really rich? Or he was just bombastic about it?
He, by Ghana's standard, he had a bit of money. Yeah, by Ghana's standard.
Okay.
Yeah, he had a bit of money.
Yeah.
Well, he could bring in oil and sell. Yeah, he did some businesses. He had some money. Yeah.
But he's not as rich as he was saying. He will invest here, he will invest there, he will invest there.
Well, he said if he had the opportunity to rule Ghana.
He does?
No, I mean, that's what he used to say. I think that was the main reason why they sent Professor Kofi Awono to go and study what he really does.
Chap, we miss you. Try to speak to us. I don't even know where he is, whether he's in good health. I don't know. I think we need the media. Let's search for him.
I recall in one of his interviews when he was asked to prove that indeed he was rich.
Okay.
He said, you know what you're talking about. I bought like 100 cutlasses for my people. He says, what? He said, she got him out. You don't know what you're talking about. I bought 100 cutlasses for my people. I said, is that proof that you are rich? He said, yeah. 100 cutlasses. He said, the people of Nima to go and weed. And to clean the environment. And that's proof that he's rich.
He's rich, yeah. He can afford something for people.
Yes. Anyway, so today is World Breast Cancer Awareness Day. It starts today. It's the whole of October. And so it would be for us very important to, just to sort of reflect on the importance of the day. So before I pick your thoughts on, this all-important day, which is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, October. So I've just gone to the Ministry of Health, Ghana's Ministry of Health website, and it's there. And it says October is breast. Okay, so I'm told that we have Kofi Wayo. He's actually paying us a visit. Interesting. Yes. He's around. So let's welcome him.
For example, when they said they're going to build the dams, now Ladislas Klawiki, you know him?
No.
What's his name? Baumia. I call him Ladislas Klawiki.
Why?
Because he talks so much crap. Yeah. What he said.
That's the vice president.
So what? He's a human being, ain't he?
Say you disagree with him, but this talking crap is a bit harsh.
See, that's why we're backward.
No,
we don't want to talk straight. We like
talk straight.
They tell me, so I destroy the whole thing. Tell them straight. Hey, Baumia, what you say is crap. Period.
What has he said which is crap?
Everything he says. I enjoy him, though. I like him as a person because he knows the people are stupid, so he just give it to them all the time, you know? And I like him. He gives it to them, you know? He said he's going to do this. Yeah, I'm surprised he didn't tell him he's going to shave Jesus Christ's beard. He's a cool. For example, when they said they're going to build the dams. Now, Ladislas Klawiki, you know him?
No.
What's his name? Baumia. I call him Ladislas Klawiki.
Why?
Because he talks so much crap, you know.
That's Kofi Wayo. The laughter alone, eh? Quack, 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 quack. What kind of laughter is that? Anyway, so October is Breast Cancer Awareness Month, which is marked in countries around the world and helps to increase attention and support for awareness. That's early diagnosis and treatment, as well as what they call palliative care for women facing this disease. There are about 1.7 million new cases and 522,000 deaths from breast cancer each year. That's according to the Globacam 2012. You know, it's according to the Globacam 2012 website. It says breast cancer is the most common cancer in women worldwide and is the most common cause of cancer among women in most countries. In low and middle income countries, the incidence has been rising steadily due to increased life expectancy, changing reproductive patterns such as later age of first childbirth or less breastfeeding, and the adoption of Western lifestyles. Early diagnosis remains the cornerstone of breast cancer control. When found early and if adequate diagnosis and treatment are available, there's a good chance that breast cancer can be cured if detected late. However, curative treatment is often no longer an option. In such cases, treatment may improve quality of life and delay disease progression, while supportive and palliative care should be readily available to relieve suffering from patients and their families. The majority of women who die from breast cancer, which is 324,000 live in low and middle income countries where most women are diagnosed in late stages due to a variety of factors. These include limited awareness on the part of the public and healthcare providers and the lack of access to timely, affordable, and effective diagnosis and treatment. Now, WHO promotes comprehensive breast cancer control programs as part of national cancer control plans. The recommended early detection strategies for low and middle income countries are to increase awareness of early signs and symptoms among healthcare providers and the public, and to increase capacity for prompt diagnosis, evaluation, including imaging, biopsy, and pathology services. Breast screening with mammography screening is very costly and feasible only in countries with good health infrastructure that can afford a long-term program. The value of clinical breast examination is an important area of research, particularly in low-resource settings. In November, WHO will release a new document to help countries improve capacity for early diagnosis for breast and other cancers. So, Letus, what's up?
Thank you. Well, let me say good morning once again to your distinguished viewers and my constituents, the good people of Jirapa. Let me use this platform to congratulate Madame Florence Ansomene, the Municipal Health Director. She's retiring today from public service. After 33 years of dedicated service to Mother Ghana, she's bowing out today. Let me say that we will miss her. She did so well as far as the health sector is concerned, most especially issues of breast cancer.
Okay.
She was a mother, a teacher, and everything to her staff. Many of the staff love him. The good people of Jirapa love her so much, and I wish she could stay more to impact, more education and more of her work in the municipality. But she's done well. We wish her a good retirement at home. So thank you, Madam Florence. On behalf of the good people of Jirapa, we say Ayuko to all the services you rendered for Mother Ghana, particularly Jirapa. Well, breast cancer, I think that Moro is a day that is dedicated to create awareness, or even a whole month And I'm happy, most especially, that this is a canker that kills our mothers, our sisters, our nieces, and all our friends, our wives. And sometimes when you get close to some of the cases that comes to your notice as a leader, a politician, for support, is always appalling. It's something that when you see, you really will empathize and sympathize with the victim. So, Moro, basically, I will encourage our health professionals, especially the health system, that we should invest in this breast cancer issue. It's something that we need not just 1 month to do it, but at least when they are coming out with their actions plan, we need to always have it. All the chief zones, the health directorate, the regional health directorate, they should, and I know they always have it. They always have it in their action plan. In my constituency, for instance, the health directorate, they organize it anytime. They just don't wait for October to do it. That's why I'm commending the municipal health director for some of these things. Because it's not when you see somebody being affected by breast cancer, it's an eyesore. Yeah. It's an eyesore. And the cost of treatment is also the problem. Yeah, it's so expensive to be treated. The operation is so expensive, the medication is so expensive. So I'm happy that there are many individuals and NGOs that, have come out to be supporting people who are infected with breast cancer. So by and large, it's something that the men should pay attention to. Right. And the women should also pay attention to themselves because they carry the breast. We will always come in to support. How do we support? I'm sure within this month, every man is encouraged to at least be, the men are encouraged to, Moro, you want to laugh at me, don't. You let me make my point. I'm saying that in this October, from today 1st to the last day of October, every man should endeavor to at least also massage your wife's breast. I'm saying your wife. If you don't have wife and you go and touch any illegal breast and then you have a problem, that one, it is not Cletus's fault. I'm saying your wife. If you don't have wife and don't go and touch anything illegal, so that at least, let's try to examine. The doctors, they advise, when our spouses go to hospitals, they advise on these things. And during breast cancer awareness month like this, the nurses, the health workers, they will encourage the men to also support. At least, there's a way they massage it. It's not the one you do to get feelings. They have a way of doing it, to check whether there are lumps, there are lumps in the breast. The women will be laughing, but I'm telling you, because I have participated in breast cancer screening before. They have a way of doing it. They have a way of doing it, massaging it, both the top, all the edges. You touch it in a way to see whether there are lumps. So if there's a lump, sometimes maybe the woman probably will not be able to detect it. But you, the man, when you also come in, you can detect a lump somewhere, and then you can say, oh, babe, there's this thing here. You need to go see a medical doctor. So men are encouraged. Let's all support to eradicate this cancer. Cancer as a whole is one of the diseases, ailments that kill so fast now. And I will want to entreat our health professionals, let's try to come out with an antidote to it. There are many who are battling with it. And anybody who knows anybody, I have some people who want to support. And I have their number, their contact. So if you know anybody who is battling with such ailment, I can give the number, their contact out to you so that you can let the person reach out to them for help. And any other person who can help within this month, I encourage the corporate organizations, our rich in society, those that have some resources, if they can visit the hospitals and support people who are battling with breast cancer, I think it will also help. Government should get a package, a whole package. And I know these are some of the things Mahama Cares is coming to deal with. And I know the Venerable Obobia will be so much interested in ailments like this as a head of that unit. So, by and large, Moro, we wish our women all the best. Anybody battling with breast cancer, may the good Lord heal the person. But we can't just say the Lord alone should heal the person. Let's all support, let's contribute. Mostly it's resources. Medication is expensive. So anybody who knows anybody, you can visit any hospital or call any hospital and visit people with breast cancer. They have a ward. You go there, you see them. You can pay their bills and also support with some resources so that we can eradicate this canker. Thank you so much, Moro.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Alaji.
Yes.
Assalamu alaikum.
Honorable has surprised me. He's multitasking.
He's multitasking. Why? Why?
I like the advice he gives and then the manner in which he went about it. But having said that, yes, breast cancer in general is a serious issue facing humanity. And it's like the study have demonstrated that it's actually on the increase because of modern lifestyle. Almost everybody now have known somebody who have died of cancer. In fact, breast cancer in particular, I've known a mother who has passed away because of breast cancer, and the daughter also passed away because of breast cancer. So you can see that there's a genetic risk factor involved. And there are so many other risk factors. So a week of this nature would be very good for us to indicate women in particular some of the risk factors. And when you read the literature, I don't know whether you may know, I'm also a qualified nurse, so I know some of those areas. Right. So some of the risk factors, they said a high level of alcohol intake can increase your risk of cancer. Red meat can also increase your risk of cancer in general. Weight, if you are overweight, it can increase. And also, if you are not very active, all increase the risk of breast cancer, as well as smoking. So while we create the awareness, we need to let people know the risk factors so that they can avoid them in the first place. But the biggest risk factor is the fact that it runs in families. So I've just narrated a story to you. If your mother have a breast cancer, it's more likely the daughters might inherit some of the genes. So that increase their risk of having a breast cancer. So, and as you know, all other cancers, except those that are not treatable, you can only delay the inevitable. One of them is pancreatic cancer. But breast cancer and other similar cancers, they are treatable. If you detect it very early, we can save life by detecting them very early. So the early detection is very, very important. And people will go for screening. We are not saying that if you examine your breast as a lady, or what Honorable was saying, partners to help examine them. Once you see a lump there, then you have to probably take it to the professional who can further screen it and tell you. So sometimes don't just get panic. It's not everything that looks abnormal is abnormal, because the human body is complex. Sometimes you discover new things that you don't really know they were there. So sometimes it can also increase anxiety. But we know that early detection can help save your life. So chemotherapy or other treatment can be delivered very early on. Whilst talking about breast cancer, I think the major risk that facing the male opposite is usually prostate cancer, which they say a black man have a higher risk of catching it. We don't know what is causing it. If you go to advanced countries like America and the US, US or Britain, they emphasize that the black man have a higher risk of catching prostate cancer. So all these things, early detection is very, very important. The infrastructure, I'm not sure whether we really have a strong infrastructure to help with this. And that is where the government will then come in. So whilst we do health promotion, we need to have a proper setup so that those fighting cancer, they are not doing it alone. And that is where we often fail. Our part of the world, people facing cancer are usually facing it alone. I remember my brother having cancer. There was this charity called Macmillan. I'm not sure why. I think, Honorable, you need to mention the help people can easily get so that they will know. Instead of people contacting to do it, the public ought to know. So there's a popular cancer charity called the Macmillan who are there for cancer, and people often donate to them. And farmers who have suffered cancer help also promote them so that people can just be aware that if you are facing cancer, you're not going to face it alone. This is an NGO that can actually help you. And government would need to really invest. So I'm glad that you said they are going to invest. We don't really want the usual cheap talk of NDC. Because usually sometimes talk is cheap. We actually need concrete measures so that people are not just left alone. I think that's all I'll say for it for the moment. I think the month for celebration is a good initiative, and it should follow with education. Yesterday, somebody actually invited me to go and talk to junior high school students about breast cancer.
Interesting.
So I said this was actually, I think they are too young for us to depress them. Children at that level, I believe they need hope. But going to junior high level to talk about breast cancer, for me, it just sounds too early. Maybe senior high school or university level. So unfortunately, I declined that talk. But senior high school may be appropriate. University level may be appropriate. The general public will be appropriate. So, yes.
Yeah, Moro, let me, with your permission, I put this to the general public. Okay. There's also this foundation, Dorothy Africa Foundation.
Okay.
No, Dorothy Africa Cancer Foundation.
Yeah.
Yes, it's an email, Dorothy Africa Cancer Foundation .organization. If you go there and send them an email and you have cancer issue, they will be able to attend to you.
So it's an online base, or do they have an office in Ghana?
Yeah, they share their email that somebody can contact them. Just Dorothy Africa Cancer Foundation. Yeah, that's how it is.
Okay, that's fine. So anybody who has a challenge with cancer, especially breast cancers, or all kinds of cancer?
Yeah, it's breast cancer.
Breast cancer.
Particularly about breast cancer.
Okay. Okay. All right. So, Jacques.
Yeah.
Honorable just demonstrated to all of us how to check for lumps as part of what we call early detection. And it's called the self-examination, you know. But you haven't told us whether you are good at it. I mean, whether you also know how to do it. I mean, both of you are married, so this is not illegitimate touching.
Okay.
This is legitimate. You know. Did you learn any lessons, or you already know how to do it?
Well, I would.
Is there something he's left that you want to add?
There's very little to add. Honorable have described it perfectly.
Okay.
So there is like what we were saying earlier of obviously, even a doctor or a nurse helping, it's usually what we call a therapeutic touch.
Okay.
So when we say in general, so maybe the female patient need to be alert about that.
Okay.
So if you go complaining about a headache, can a doctor actually legitimately then say, let me also screen you for breast cancer? So we have to be alert to that so that people do not use that as an excuse to abuse people. So there is something called therapeutic touch, and there's something obviously which is a sexual touch. So maybe Honorable was trying to explain how the therapeutic touch perhaps look like, or how they would do it therapeutically, isn't it?
Yeah.
And not necessarily the general other aspect, because as we said, it is not just a location for disease. There's also other area people might look for pleasure or other areas. So they need to just be aware. Sorry?
Flow.
I'm struggling. You know, I'm still very young. You are quite mature and you are honorable. So obviously there's a therapeutic touch. So women just need to also be alert to that, so that people do not use breast cancer as an excuse to sexually abuse them. So they need to know about it. And this day we have what we call the expert patient. So patient, individual would need to also know much more about certain things, especially when you are facing it. There's now a lot of content online whereby you can go and then read about them. There's this website which is quite good called NICE Guidelines.
Right.
National Council for Clinical Excellence.
Okay.
It's a UK website, but anybody at all can access it. So almost every disease, NICE have got a guideline how they go about it, treating it.
Really?
So we call it NICE Guideline. Yes.
Oh, okay.
So, and there's also called ICD-10. If you want to know much more about diseases, you read it, something called ICD-10, International Classification of Diseases. And you also have the American Statistical Manual for Diseases. So, but NICE Guideline would actually tell you, so if the doctor is even going wrong, or a nurse is not doing it properly, the NICE Guideline give you information. So before you go for some of these tests or there, take a look at that website and just put your NICE Guidelines on breast cancer. Those guidelines will come, how they go about it, screening it. Yes. I think cervical cancer is also another area that people can easily abuse. So maybe, yes, you need to be an expert patient.
You know, I was doing some research when I came this morning about breast cancer, and more specifically about breast self-examination. And I came across an article in the, it's called the breastcancer.org.
Okay.
You know, and I thought it was interesting. So here it says, through the years, there has been some debate among medical experts about how valuable formal breast self-examination is in finding breast cancer early and increasing the chance of survival. Studies have shown that regular breast self-examination doesn't have a meaningful effect on breast cancer survival rates and may even cause harm by resulting in unnecessary biopsies.
Yep.
Now, because of this, the American Cancer Society stopped recommending breast self-examination as a screening tool for women with an average risk of breast cancer. Other medical organizations that issue breast cancer screening recommendations, such as the U.S. Preventative Services Task Force and the American College of Obstetricians and Gynecologists, also don't recommend breast self-examination. Now, some experts recommend that people focus on breast self-awareness rather than on doing formal step-by-step breast self-exams on a regular basis. Breast self-awareness means becoming familiar with how your breast normally looks and how it feels, so you'll be more likely to notice any changes. Others argue that detailed step-by-step breast self-examinations are worthwhile since they are a convenient, no-cost tool you can use at any age as part of your overall breast cancer screening strategy. Plus, many people report that finding a lump on their own at home was what led to a diagnosis of breast cancer. And so studies have shown that about 25% more breast cancers are first found this way. So, but rather than doing it yourself, just get your partner to do it, you know, of course, legitimately.
Yeah. Another thing we forgot to mention, the literature also demonstrates that breastfeeding also cut the risk of getting breast cancer. So as they were talking about,
a myth?
No, it's not a myth. It's actually true. That's why they say modern lifestyle or Western lifestyle is what is also affecting us. So people now prefer bottle feeding as compared to breastfeeding because they want to preserve whatever they want to preserve.
Yes.
So breastfeeding, they said, it cut the risk. Yeah.
But there are also all kinds of myths about the cause of breast cancer. I even hear people say that a type of, you know, what do you call it? This has escaped me. Anyway, so you stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. Please don't go anywhere.
Ebusiafo ye mama kwa aba eba Children's Palace. Nkwala nyema nyina fie enyi. Yonkwala ntade, money, money, nantare now I say, Yonkwala shoes, Yonkwala journey, Yonkwala wipes, Yonkwala diapers, Yonkwala toys, baby cot. In fact, be our paramount money now, Benny be what I say.
Located at East Legon Hills, Nana Chrome KFC. Contact us on 059-6377-172. Children Palace. Happy children, happy fashion. See you soon. Bye-bye.
Are you a headmaster, headmistress, parent, teacher, or an educator looking for high-quality textbooks for preschool, primary, and junior high school students? Look no further than Advocate Publishing Company. Advocate Publishing Company is a leading publisher of educational materials in Ghana that publishes very engaging, interactive, and comprehensive textbooks that meet the needs of students, teachers, and parents. Our textbooks are thoroughly published to make learning fun and easy. They are also designed to stimulate critical thinking, problem solving, and creativity in students. Make Advocate Publishing your preferred choice for all your educational needs. Explore our range of textbooks and educational resources. Visit us at the old GNTC yard near Kingsway, Accra. You can contact us on 0503 786 776 or 02408 06354, also 0531 600360, and connect with us on Instagram, X, and Facebook at Advo Publishing. Don't settle for less. Choose the best. Advocate Publishing Company, empowering young minds one textbook at a time. Thinking publishing, think Advocate Publishing.
In my line of work, a confident smile is everything. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste keeps me on top of my game and ensures my smile is always radiant and bright.
With the tiring nature of my job, we spend several hours under the scorching sun. To keep our teeth white and our breath fresh all the time, we use none other than Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. You're on a Kessie and in a kit one.
Samayo Kendini, and who be here? Symmetry Sapapadia to a mammy mouthful. Kel Charcoal's natural ingredients, and a bomb is so by a man is swing, and a sense of Mama Hoto so a will beg you.
Kel Charcoal Toothpaste. Choose Kel Charcoal Toothpaste for anti-cavity, whiter teeth, and fresher breath all day. Available in 80 gram and 150 gram. Grab yours today.
Kel, happy smile. This advert is FDA approved.
Yes, next. Hey, Nadia Benson, Asamo.
Me didn't tum. Mr. Friendly Calico, just call me cockroach. Now, Mr. Friendly once now.
Hey, that's you.
Improve car.
Yeah.
Captain was key to double the accent. Me did it, Sasso spray. Mr. Friendly Sasso quell. Yeah, go to my Sasso.
Come tum preko.
Hooray, Ghana! The Ministry of Transport and its agencies invite you to the Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. It's the first of its kind in Ghana. From 22nd to 24th October 2025, the World Trade Center Accra comes alive with cars, ship, train, logistics, and plane dealers all in one place. Are you a modern car dealer? Do you sell electric vehicles? then this fair is your platform to shine. Students and the general public will experience free electric car test drives, thrilling maritime showcases, and even free helicopter rides. All 15 agencies under the Ministry of Transport, plus global car dealers, airlines, logistic giants, and investors will be there with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as our guest of honor. Register now at infodigitalIGH.org or 0244-613-246 or visit our website www.transportlogfair.org. The Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. Beyond movement, resetting Ghana's transport future.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, Mommy.
I'm the second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again?
Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa, dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Or be late, of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. You go be the luckiest. Go be from Georgia, be luckiest. From not the cause she be luckiest. Yeah, you go be luckiest. No matter why you're lucky, everybody go be the luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Senya, God, the apple boom. If you're poor, what's that? So would the coming of the Son of Man be. Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash. Choose your ticket. Enter your lucky number. Follow the prompt and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
You're still watching Good Morning Ghana on Metro Television. The show is also live on 94.1 FM, so please tell a friend to tell a friend. I'm here with Mr. Seydou, or Kletu Seydou Dapla, who's MP for Jarapa and also the Vice Chair for Foreign Affairs and Regional Integration Committee of Parliament. And also, Shak Ibrahim is a law lecturer, private legal practitioner, and also a member of the MPP's Legal Directorate. So we just... we've been talking about World Breast Cancer Awareness Day, and they've been sharing their thoughts on this all-important, how do you call it, commemoration. Now, I want us to wrap up with the issue of myths when it comes to the causes of breast cancer, because I think that sometimes it gets the people who eventually become breast cancer. Victims, right, would rather not observe the things that would cause them breast cancer as researched, scientifically, but rather pay attention to the myths. So, off air, somebody was just telling me that growing up, she was told that when you even use certain kinds of, colognes or perfumes or deodorants, you could get breast cancer. People talk about brassiere. If you use certain types of brassiere, you get breast cancer. People say phones can give you breast cancer. There's all kinds of things researched. And people seem to be paying a lot of attention to those factors, rather than the things that, as you have said, things that people must observe if they want to, prevent breast cancer. I don't know whether you have any thoughts to share on this. Myths about the cause of breast cancer.
Moral. Yeah. All that I know is that people should just, in Africa, or let's say Ghana, we mostly don't take routine medical checkup.
Yeah.
We ought to let it be part of our lifestyle. That at least, even if you can't do it monthly, but quarterly.
Yeah.
Quarterly in a year, you should be able to, go through a routine medical checkup.
Yeah.
So our women, I am advising through this platform that don't wait till things get out of hands, then you begin to seek medical attention. If you go to hospital now, Moro, fortunately, the Ghana Health Service, they've done so well.
Yeah.
You have nurses, community health nurses, preventive, all over our rural communities.
Yeah.
We have chief zones, chief compounds, all over the places that you can walk in anytime and then get examined.
Yeah.
So our women, whether rural, whether urban, should cultivate it, to take it as a habit.
Okay.
So that every month you walk in and then get examined. Okay. That is what I can say. As for if you put a phone, some even say our women who put money in their brazier. You know, our women used to like that. They will put money in their brazier. All those, they say it all causes.
Especially our women folks in the market.
In the market. Yes. They say it all causes cancer and all of which, like you said, scientifically is not proven.
Yeah.
You understand? So all the things that we think cause or causes cancer, they are not proven.
Yeah.
All we need to do is that let's begin. And this time we should not wait. We should not wait till the girl child grows to develop big breasts, then we begin the examination. No. Right. Our mothers, even when the child is giving birth to a baby girl, they know when it is growing small, so we should know, you should be able to examine these things. Right. So every mother needs to know how to examine breast. Every mother. Okay. If you don't know, some of the men, they know it, like my brother, he knows it better and he can do it.
By virtue of his profession, he used to be a nurse.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
No, I think that caveat must be issued.
Okay. And he studied it too.
My job is to protect you.
Okay. So let's try to understand it. Yes. And when we hear of breast cancer screening, breast cancer programs, the men should take part. Yes. And I'm happy the health professionals, they just don't target the women alone when they are doing this education, especially in my community. They invite the men too, and they educate them as to how to support their wives, their children to identify early detection. Okay. Early detection is very, very key. So that is the only way to go. Okay. All these speculations of these things, like what you just mentioned, causes breast cancer, I don't honestly believe it, because it's not proven scientifically. The best method is periodic examination.
Okay.
When you detect anything funny within your breast region, you should seek medical or professional advice. Don't wait till when the breast outgrows or goes uncontrolled or grows uncontrollably, then you now begin to look for medical advice. That should not, let no one wait for that.
Okay.
You spoke about the myths.
Yes.
I'm not really sure we should discourage myths. You see, it is always when you have a problem, you often try to look in to find out what caused my problem. So, for example, if a woman uses a particular type of bra consistently for very long and later devolved this, some people try to search for answers within. And sometimes they may mistakenly blame certain things. It's just like if you have food poisoning.
Yeah.
And you try to find out, how did I get this food poisoning? So when I say food poisoning, I mean the normal food poisoning people get because of the activities of bacteria.
Yeah.
So you find out which restaurant did I go, or you just try to pin it down.
Yeah.
So this myth, sometimes they can also give other hypothesis,
right,
where we then do research so that we'll be able to pin down certain things.
Okay.
So I believe that if people really believe this may be responsible, when you meet your doctor, maybe you talk about it.
Right.
And the more people mention it, it will lead to people doing research about it.
I get it.
But as to phone causing cancer, I don't really think there's a myth. Maybe there's not enough research yet, because people already complain about the amount of radiation that comes from it, especially where we put it closer to the heart or certain vital parts of the body.
Yeah.
We still don't have enough information. It could be that maybe 10, 15 years, a good research might confirm that, yeah, this is the relationship between the complaint they are talking about and that particular object. So there might not be enough information. We encourage more research in that particular area.
Okay.
And I think there was some good news about 3 weeks ago coming from China about Russia, about the potential to cure most of these cancers by even taking some vaccinations.
Okay.
Yes, sometimes the only problem is that these stories will be there because research takes time to be translated to actual effect.
Yeah.
Except COVID-19, which they praise, how the vaccine comes very, very quickly. And some people also say that the pharmaceutical companies, they don't have interest in ending cancer at all because it's big business. People are making a lot of money in that area. So sometimes maybe those companies will need to, sometimes it's not everything that is reducible to profit.
Yeah.
We may have to look at humanity and the suffering people go through. Not just the individuals suffering from cancer, their families as well. And if unfortunately they die, the suffering, the upbringing of children will be left orphans and go. So maybe those pharmaceutical companies will need to take a hard look. And maybe we all need to ask ourselves, is enough money going into research and development? I believe if enough money were to be going to research and development, we would have a medical revolution. Just look at information side. It's like more money is going into research development, is going into coming up with technology such as the phone, because they keep to be changing every day. But I believe we have hope, more hope for humanity. Medicine would improve. Genetic medications are already coming so that medicine can personalize to you to be able to deal with your problem.
Clayton, did you see that video that went viral over the weekend where a headmaster, an assistant headmaster of a school in KNUST, that's the KNUST primary, was seen in a very funny position, what we call a compromising position with the student of that school. And I don't. You have daughters? I don't know. You have daughters, or you have only sons? You have daughters.
Yeah, I have.
Ishak, you also have daughters.
Yeah, I have two.
Yes,
I have daughters.
Yes. So I don't know whether when you saw that video as parents who have daughters, I don't know how you felt, knowing that you're thinking, believing that your child is in school learning, and yet somebody is doing things to her. I don't know how you felt when you saw that video. Let me start with you, Cletus.
Well, it's unfortunate. That's an unfortunate incident that happened. Teachers, as we were taught in colleges, you need to be able to control your emotions when it comes to this young female that are under our care. Most teachers ought to be very, very careful. Many teachers are in jail due to some of these things. I have some cases like that, 1 or 2 from my constituency who are in jail currently as a result of, taking advantage over peoples. I call them peoples because in their case even they were in JSS. The girls were in JSS that they tried to take advantage, and then they've been taken to court and the court pronounced sentence on them. In fact, if you look at the man in the video, this is the girl is like the granddaughter's type. And I know that his family will never be happy with him. You see, when you are in society, you live a life that should be emulated. You see, a man is supposed to be a role model. So parents believe that at his age, or as teachers, they are children under your care. You have some at home. So you will be able to treat them as your own, not to take advantage. You understand? So it's unfortunate that a grown-up man will find himself in this mess. It's a mess because I wonder what he's going to tell his wife and children and his family. You understand? I wonder what he's going to tell them. And for him even to be so comfortably and allow the girl even to be videoing or taking video is what I cannot even comprehend. You are doing an illegality and yet you are so comfortable videoing it, or you allow a picture to be taken. You understand? So that means that this thing has been ongoing. It's just probably his cap is full. But it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate. But I'm happy the Ghana Education Service has taken swift action on this teacher. Let us be cautious. The children under our care are for us to mold them into well-beings in society. They are the future leaders of this country. Let's don't take advantage of their ignorance and molest them and use them to our advantage. Every teacher should be able to control your sexual desires when it comes to students. We were talking of touching breasts. If you touch matured breasts, I'm sure nobody will sanction you. So, but if you touch premature breasts, you will have problems. Yeah. So it's unfortunate that my brother, my uncle, a colleague teacher, has gone to touch premature or immature breasts. It's unfortunate. Let's condemn it. It shouldn't happen anywhere. Yeah. The children are under our care for us to mold them. Let's don't take advantage of them. So unfortunate. Okay. Ghana Education Service, kudos for your swift action. It's going to be a deterrent to those teachers who are also into this kind of situation. It's unfortunate.
You know, one of the most well-known and very, very recognized and respected, you know, educationists and also education think tank, which is EdWatch. Yeah, which is Africa Education Watch. Yesterday they issued a statement on this matter. And this is what the statement reads. It says, press statement, EdWatch condemns sexual misconduct at KNUST-SHS and commends GES swift action. EdWatch strongly condemns the reported act of sexual misconduct by the assistant headmaster of KNUST Senior High School against a female student. Such behavior is reprehensible, undermines the sanctity of the school environment, and threatens the safety and dignity of learners, particularly girls who are already vulnerable to various forms of sexual violence. Schools must remain safe spaces where children are protected, nurtured, and empowered to learn without fear of abuse. EdWatch commends the Ghana Education Service for the prompt decision to remove the officer from office and bar him from the school premises pending investigations. We urge the GES headquarters and the regional directorate to ensure a thorough and transparent investigations in the school. The investigation should not only cover the reported incident, but also ascertain the broader nature of relationships between male staff and female learners within the institution to prevent any systemic risk of sexual exploitation. Okay? Now, where culpability is established, we call on the National Teaching Council to withdraw the teaching license of the said officer permanently. His continued presence in the teaching profession poses a grave risk to the safety of girls in our schools. EdWatch reaffirms its commitment to advocating stronger accountability mechanisms with Ghana's education system to detect sexual violence and protect learners. We call on the Ministry of Education and GES to intensify efforts at enforcing safeguarding policies and ensuring that every child has access to a safe learning environment. 30th September 2025, Accra. That's from EdWatch on this matter.
To buttress what EdWatch is saying, you see, when the child is growing, at that age, that secondary school level, between the ages 14, 15 to 17, 18, you see, that is that time, most of these young girls, if they are not properly counseled, properly catered for, that's the time that most of them are tempted. The curiosity in them, they want to experiment and all of that. So if you are a teacher, that these children are under your watch at that age or stage of their life, this is when you ought to demonstrate professionalism. This is where you need to, at any time, be a counselor. Advise them. I have always said it. If my girl child is in the university tertiary level and get herself involved in this, at that age, she's matured, he can decipher what is good, what is not good.
Right.
But at these early stages of their life, they are so ignorant.
Yeah.
What is just in her or in them is to experiment. The curiosity aspect. Let me taste it. Let me know how it is. You understand? So if you don't really take care of them at that age, that is where they will all go bad. Things will go bad for all of us. So on this occasion, I think that, like Eddie Watch said, GES, swift action, let's do proper investigation. If it warrants that, the teacher should be withdrawn completely. The teacher should be withdrawn completely from Ghana Education Service. Others should emulate this and don't get themselves involved in this. It's not a good thing.
How about those also say that, yes, you can blame the assistant headmaster, but there's a case to be made for bad parenting? Because when you watch the video very carefully, you can tell that this young lady, the student, the girl, she was enjoying it.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She was loving it.
I said it, Moro. I said at that stage of their life, the curiosity aspect, the curiosity in them to taste it is high. You understand? Maybe it's just this video that has come to the public space. Probably they've been doing it. They've been doing it indoors, Nicodemously, silently, and it's unfortunate that this one has come out. So if the teacher concerned, I'm sure he too has been doing those things. It's just probably his cup is full and God wants to expose him. That's why this thing has come out.
Yeah.
Because if we see what the video properly, the manner in which he was comfortably doing it and so relaxed, it shows that this is something that probably he's been doing. You understand? So parenting, you see, it didn't happen at home. So you cannot blame any parent for it. The students are under the watch of the teachers to also take over the parenting aspect of it. Once the child is in school, you take over that responsibility. So parenting here, you cannot blame parents entirely. We live, you see, like I said, when the female or girl child is growing, when they are at home, the parents will play their part. When they are in school, the teachers take over.
Yeah.
So if the child, my daughter, is in school, and I expect that the teachers should watch over her and help mold her, and you take advantage, that's unfair to the parent. That's unfair to me as a father. So for me, it's just something that is condemnable. It shouldn't happen. And no teacher should take advantage of this premature daughters of ours, and then we shouldn't take advantage of them. It's unfortunate.
You've seen the video?
I haven't seen the video,
yes.
but
I think you were watching
in
it.
Fact, we just showed a still picture of it.
Okay.
And you notice that even when we're showing the picture, we actually covered her face, and maybe I'll raise that part. You see, we're not even showing her face, and we have very good reasons why we're not showing her face.
Yeah, that's fine.
As for him, we don't care.
Okay.
And we can show his face. I'm sure he's almost 60. He's almost retired.
Almost 60.
Okay.
He's past 60.
His age.
So this child obviously is under 16 years.
Yes, presumably.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes.
Yes, presumably.
Yes. So that
I know people who are in their 30s.
So that one, even obviously there are legal implications to it.
Okay, she's a minor.
Because, once you are under 16 years, you cannot even give consent. So if people are over 16 years, is where they said, okay, it is consent. But then, I'm told he's a teacher, isn't it?
Assistant headmaster.
Yes. So
in charge of academic.
So that one is a clear breach of trust. So there are legal implications, and there are even professional regulations that is kicked in.
The
police can actually, a formal complaint can be made to the police by any member of the public, and the police have a duty to investigate it. While the child is less than 16 years, obviously this is a defilement issue, assuming they have some inappropriate relationship, or it could be charged under grooming. So, and then there's also the ethical issue of breach of trust, because if parents have entrusted their children to you because of the virtue of your position as a headmaster, there's a fiduciary relationship that exists between the teacher and that of the students as well as the parents, and you cannot just breach it. So fiduciary relationship is a relationship of trust, and the headmaster or the assistant headmaster must do their best to protect the wards. But I'm not sure where we are blaming the parents here. Even if parents are not adequately taking care of the child, it doesn't mean as a teacher, he ought to take advantage of that particular child. And from his age, he ought to know what he was doing was clearly wrong. So as you said, maybe universal level where people can give clear consent. But even senior high school, there will still be something wrong with it, isn't it? Because the person will still be under 18 years. And this duty of trust, financial relationship that exists between them is still there.
Yeah.
So it is just inappropriate at that level for any teacher to have whatever relationship you have with a child, especially somebody coming from a vulnerable family. So maybe he's even taking more advantage because the person is coming from a vulnerable family.
Right.
So yeah, as you said, GES, I don't know who is the regulator. If the regulator is the GES, GES ought to intervene. And perhaps the police, somebody should just make a report to the police. And the police should also carry out some investigations. Yes.
I see.
Yes.
Now, there's a video we want to play, and we've had a hard time deciding on playing this video.
Yes.
But we attempted to play it because we also want the public to be aware of the kinds of things that these children, as we call them, have been involved in, and the audacity to even record some of these things that they say or do in public and actually put it out there for people to see, you know. So we have a video here that will show you. And there's a video we'll play to you, but this video we will blur their faces. And it will be interesting that we've also seen videos where some of these minors, you know, 16, 15, 16-year-olds, in some cases 12, 13, 14, where they're actually threatening husbands. They are threatening wives, that they're coming for their husbands at their age. You know, so something definitely is going wrong when it comes to, you know, the children of this modern, of this generation. But we'll see. So let's watch. I don't know if the videos are ready, Annie. I want us to watch this video. The videos are not ready yet. Okay. Now when they okay. So let's watch this video. So again, we're issuing a disclaimer. This is not. Let me put it. It's not the. You let's watch it. Let's watch it. I'll pass my comments after watching this video.
School there, no, my Jimmy school. I school them. You know, what time they judge you? 1 o'clock. 1:17. Hi. I'm say I'm not remember call about what someone is come swing yeah. There be man jan shame there be one star won give money do something. I like for say star na say me find ube di me sa no be jam say me friends wo mo fe ye ube di me jam say there be fa o 20 say dia won 50 cedi kula be bom first one there be first one 50 second 100 third one 15. Hey, oh, what's wrong? I'm just phone now. Hey, well, share me bomb, mamma, me bomb. Hey, school there, no, my Jimmy school. I school them. You know, I was saying, time they judge you 1 o'clock. 1.
So you now see or appreciate the difficulties we had in playing that video, but we also had to let you know that these are some of the things that our children are saying, our girl children are saying, and the kinds of threats that they are even issuing to, you know, wives, that they would come for their husbands. I mean, these are SHS students, and it's worrying, isn't it? It's very worrying. You know, I don't know how good your tree is.
Well, I think I appreciate
what
you very well, and I can understand what they were saying. But you see, Moro, in all of these things, what I am still advocating is that don't fall foul to such prey.
Yeah.
It's a prey. If you allow your emotions to let you go in for them, you will have a problem. The kind of society that we are in today is part of the reasons all these things are happening. That's why I said the girl child at that age is so curious to experiment. But you as a professional person who is supposed to take custody of these children when they are in school should not get yourself involved. You don't get involved in any sexual advances with them. That is the point that I am making. The truth of the matter is that inadequate parental care is part of the reasons you see them behaving the way they are behaving. And the society in which we find ourselves, social media and pornographic stuff that these children watch. Now, children at age primary school, they have phones. They use these phones the way they want to use them. Right. Parents buy data for them, and we don't know what they actually use this data to watch on social media. So they tend to learn many things that even mature people will not even want to learn using social media or their phones, smartphones. So parents ought to be watchful what our children uses their phones for. It's so important. Otherwise, we will have them spoil at a very tender age that they will not be able to be the daughters that we want or the sons that we want in future. So parents has a responsibility. Like I said, at home, parents will take care of them when they are in school. Moro, remember, it is some of them, it is not because the child is too good that is the reason why they are bringing the child to you, the teacher, to teach.
Yeah.
Some of the parents, they are very open. They go to the school and even identify a teacher, the house mistress, or a teacher, and then tell the teacher, my child is learning these things. Some of the parents are very open. They can tell you, like, he likes men issues. So when the father or the mother is able to tell you these things as a teacher, and they say, watch, keep an eye on her, you should be able to do that. You understand? The mother is open. The father is open about my daughter's character. My daughter is having this character. My son is having this character. Put an eye on him.
Yeah.
You understand? So that is the way to go. Don't shield them. When you take your ward to school and your daughter is into probably into any social vices that is not too good, disclose. Disclose to the school authority. They will help you mold that child. They will help you mold that son. But when you shield it and you go dump him or her in the school, then the little chance, she is in school, he goes to apply for exit. Then they grant her an exit. Then she says she is going home probably to visit hospital to buy some provisions. And she goes to do different things because she has started that attitude at home. You understand? But when you disclose, the senior house mistress will be very careful. You say you want provisions. Yes, I'm going to the market, bring the money, I'll buy for you. Or go with ABCD students. Or this master will lead you to go and buy your provisions. This is how, when you disclose this kind of attitude in your girl child or your boy child, the teachers will be able to help you mold them. But non-disclosure, then they give free SES, or even during entertainment and so many things. They do all sorts of things. They go to preps. When preps are over, especially the mid schools, they do all kinds of things. I attended the mid school, and I can tell what used to transpire there. Even though at that age it were premature boys and girls, but at least somebody could say, this is my boyfriend, this is my girlfriend, that kind of thing. As to whether they were actually into intimacy, that I cannot tell. But by and large, teachers have a bigger role, and then parents too must disclose whatever attitude that your child is harboring at home, so that the teachers can help mold her or mold him for you.
Ishak, before I get your thoughts on this matter, there's something I've always been thinking about, and I don't know why, and I stand to be corrected. I don't know what the framers of our laws and our constitution, I don't know what they were thinking at the time, but so at what age, confirm to me, at what age does one in Ghana, do you have the legal capacity to consent to sexual intimacy is 16.
16 years, yes.
Okay. So what it means is that at 16,
yes,
you have the legal capacity,
yes,
to say, yes, let's have sex.
Yes.
Whether maritally or not.
Yes.
But at 16, you cannot marry.
Yes, you can marry. Yes, as far as this country is concerned.
Yes, as far as Ghana is concerned.
Yes,
We don't know what happens
yes.
in sub-Saharan, other sub-Saharan Africa.
Yes.
But what we do know is that 18 is standard.
Yes.
It doesn't matter where you are. 18, you're allowed to marry.
You're allowed to marry, yes.
So how then did we say that at 16,
Yeah.
you can consent
Yes.
to sexual intercourse,
Okay.
but you cannot marry?
Okay. So
What was the thinking?
So this one is not really law.
Because you see, there are some people
yes.
who feel that the gap
Yes.
between the legal
Yes.
consent
Yes.
to have sex
Yes.
and marriage
Yes.
age
Yes.
is what sometimes accounts for some of the things that you're saying.
Yeah, there is a debate.
So that girl,
Yes.
that girl who was in that
Yes.
compromising position with
Yes.
the assistant headmaster,
Yes. Yes.
perhaps
Yes.
if she was 16
Yes.
and our laws allow it, she probably would have married him. And then wouldn't have
There will still be a problem because of the ethical, because of that particular relationship of trust that they have. There will still be a problem.
Oh, okay,
at
yeah,
that
because
particular-
his
yes.
assistant headmaster
So even though
is
the
a
law
student.
might not kick in, but years may still have.
Right, I get it.
Yes.
I get
But the question asks why 16 you can consent to have sex, but you cannot marry until you are 18. I think the search for the answers is not in the constitution or the law.
Right.
This is it's a philosophical question.
Right.
The philosophy behind it. And so let's take a trip to philosophy and see how strong our philosophy is. So we said that the word consent is an expression of your autonomy.
Okay.
The autonomy is the ability of the individual to decide what happens to me.
Right.
And once that autonomy is expressed in a form of consent, it absolves the other person from whatever responsibility they may have.
Okay.
So in law, I don't want to mention the Latin one to confuse people. So in law, they have a terminology which said, a volunteer have no complaint.
Okay.
So once you volunteer to do something, you do not have complaint against the person that you're complaining against. So if you say touch me, or it's okay for you to touch me, you can no longer come to complain why you touch me. So we assume that children generally, even though they have autonomy, they may not know the risk involved in either saying yes or not in giving that consent. So there is a need for us to protect people. So the word consent, the common law had always maintained that an adult is 21 years. Statute law comes to modify it to 18 years. Then 16 years is where we take steps to really protect people we think they may not be able to appreciate the risk. So in England, for example, you can actually marry at 16. Likewise, you can have consent to have sex at 16. But with 16, if you are under 18, you want to marry, then there has to also be parental consent, not the individual consent. But after 18, you may go. So here, we say consent is a decision specific.
Okay.
So we think that marriage is a very big decision to make.
Right.
And at 16 years, should you actually be making this massive decision? Are you able to go through the ramifications, the pros and cons, and analyze them very well? So at some point, because of this ramification, the law has to take a decision. And this here is more a protective decision to say that even though 16, I'm not sure why the law take that position that sex is not a major decision that you probably need more protection. But here, when it comes to marriage, the law thinks that this is a major life-changing decision.
Okay.
A decision that will last for the lifetime of your life. Let's take a position. And the position is that you have to be 18 before you take it. Some countries, consent to medical treatment, I think is actually tough. If your family even refuse, and the child knows this treatment is really necessary, there's a risk if I don't take them, I'll die. The child, even though the parent might not consent for that treatment, doctors will ignore the parent consent. And at the age of 12, they will still treat that particular child. So here, consent is a decision specific. And it depends on the nature of that decision. In some countries, you can even go to the army at the age of 16.
Right.
But you cannot marry. But look at how dangerous it is. Because going to the army, especially you are likely to be a soldier, not an officer. Clearly, I mean, the army officer understand the difference between an army and an officer.
Yeah.
It has created a problem in the case law. So while you consent to go into the army at 16, meaning you can potentially die in fighting.
Right.
And yet the same officer might not be able to get married. So they are decision specific, and we can find answers more in philosophy as to why some decision people should not be allowed to take them.
But Ishak,
yes,
I get where you're coming from when it comes to say there are philosophical underpinnings to this. But
yes,
if I meet a young lady who is 16,
yes,
or if I meet a young lady who is 15,
yes,
and I have an affair with her,
yes,
I'll be arrested.
No, if they are 15 or 16.
15, 1-5.
Yeah, 15, that would be pedophilia.
Thank
yes.
you.
Yes.
I'll be arrested.
Yes.
Why would I be arrested? Because I've broken the law.
Yes.
Right?
We think they can't make that decision. Their consent at that point is not valid.
Thank you.
The law will not recognize that consent.
So I am citing these examples to buttress the point that I think that is more of a matter of law. So 15, below 16,
yes,
I could be arrested. I will be arrested. Not even I could. I will be arrested.
Yes.
That's if somebody reports me.
Yes.
Right? But if the person is 16,
yes,
I'm free.
Okay.
Because she has the legal capacity to decide, apparently,
yes, 16,
that
yes,
she wants to have an affair with me.
As long as she's consenting.
Exactly.
No compulsion.
And there are no even power dynamics matter.
Yes.
For like in the case of the assistant headmaster.
Yes, yes.
Now, at 18,
yes,
any girl below the age of 18,
yes,
who gets married would have constituted a violation of her rights.
Yes, that would be unlawful.
So that's also law.
Yes, yes.
So I don't know why you want to focus more on the philosophical side of things and not necessarily the law, because it's the law.
No, that's the. I mean, you asked me why those variations.
Oh, the variations.
And I said it is the philosophy that informed the making of the law. There's a reason behind making that law, and I've just speculated.
Right.
I've not read the act that says it's okay to marry 18 and 16 is this, but the philosophy behind it is that the consent is a decision specific.
Right.
The magnitude of that decision, the more the law is likely to protect you. The law is likely to be somebody. So we want people who have an informed decision, an informed consent.
And the assumption is that
yes,
at 16,
yes,
you will be able to make that informed decision.
I think so. I think most countries, age of consent is 16 to 6. It's 16. Most countries. And some countries, like the Asian countries, it can be 13, it can be 14. But most common law countries is 16.
Is this founded on some kind of empirical evidence or is anecdotal?
I think it's more philosophy that you appreciate what you are doing. We just want you to appreciate what you are doing.
Right.
The quality of that decision.
So at 16, the person is more aware.
Yes, yes. We believe there is enough information to get married.
To get married.
Yes, because of the nature of marriage, it's a massive decision to make.
Okay.
That I want to spend the rest of my life with honorable. That's a lady making that decision.
Yes.
That's a massive decision to make. So the law would probably say
you can't make that decision.
That is a presumption of the law. I think 16 marrying at 16 is really problematic. I have a daughter who is 15 years. To tell me such a person can marry in 1 year's time is just abnormal, because I still see how some of the decisions she makes, they're just terrible. Do you understand that?
So childish, yeah.
You see that? So to say such a person can make a choice and say this is the right person?
No, it's not.
Such a person can even make a decision to marry you because your iPhone is shining.
Moro, let me chip in this.
You have a particular accent.
Let me chip in this about this 16...
18 matter.
Yeah, this 16, 18 matter, especially the 16 matter. I've heard another lawyer, by his explanation, also said that you can have sex with a 16-year-old girl.
Yes.
But on condition that is in her parents' house.
Oh, how?
That's what the person also said. That means that with the consent of her parents.
Really?
Yes, that is what another lawyer also explained it. Because
Ishak, you haven't read. Is it the Children's Act?
That one.
And somebody, a lawyer on a platform, on a show,
Yes.
TV, radio show, also explained what this 16 thing that you are talking about.
Yes. What was the explanation?
The explanation that he tries to give was that you can have sex with a female child at 16 with the consent of the parents. That is like if that sexual activity takes place under the care of the parents are aware. What the explanation he gave was that it is the parent that should be able to probably.
I think the lawyer was misleading.
Yes, I know.
The consent to sex is a decision specific.
I understand.
Do you understand
Specific
that?
to who?
No, when we say a decision specific, so for example, there used to be this claim that there can never be marital rape. Because the assumption was that the day that you are getting married, consent was given at that point.
Yes.
So a woman cannot just go and complain, last night my husband forced me. They will say that the day that you got married, you consented. Do you understand that?
But it's an interesting debate, but that's not what...
So we say that is no more good law. Okay. So because the decision to have sex or not is a decision specific. The fact that the parent is aware the girl is always with you does not mean they have consented to sex taking place.
No, that's not what he said.
No, I understand that. But how do parents consent that, okay, you can have sex?
Yeah,
do you have the discussion?
Because of her age.
So this lawyer's argument is that, and I hope I'm getting it correctly. This lawyer's argument is that the only person who can make an informed decision as to whether the girl child is ready to have sex with is the parents.
Is the parent.
So for as long as the parents are aware that this man is having sex with this 16-year-old, then that's fine.
Yeah, the parents give the consent because according to that lawyer, the child can say no. If the child agrees with you, gives you the consent, 16-year-old girl, and you have sex with the child, and the child develop problems, and the parents try to find out, they take her to the hospital, and it reveals that it's out of sexual intercourse. Then they come, who did it? Then they report you. Then they come to ask you, and the child says, no, I didn't agree. Who will defend you? So I think basically it's an impossible. It is just to say that it is not possible. Like people should not even try it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think that is what he was trying to explain.
Yeah.
Because why will a parent give consent for your 16-year-old daughter for someone to have sex with her?
But why would the parent actually give consent? Because that's why I said to you that the decision to have sex is a decision. Consent to have sex is a decision specific.
I know.
Meaning that the autonomy, only the individual can give the consent, not somebody giving it on their behalf. The child has an autonomous life different from the parent.
Well, but there are also parents.
Yes. But that is not our law. The law, you can't say that you had a consent from the parents. That is not the law.
Really?
Yes, you are risking, the people doing that are risking serious term in prison.
But you see,
yes,
it's this type of legal argument is a little problematic.
How?
Right? Because you just sat here and told us that at 16, the law gives you the right to consent to sex.
The individual, yes.
Now, I don't know who this lawyer is, but the lawyer, by this argument, is now suggesting that that right you have been given to consent to sex is grounded or is conditioned on your parents saying yes.
Yes.
So it means that the law gives you the right, but I can also take the right. Your parents can take the right away from you.
And why can the parents take the right away from you?
Yeah, because if what he's saying is anything to go by, which is to say that it is only the parents who can consent to it. If the parents don't say yes, go ahead and have sex with our daughter, then means
no, that's not what I'm saying.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about what
he's talking about what the lawyer.
And I said the lawyer was clearly wrong. That's not the Ghanaian law.
I'm trying to interrogate.
Okay.
That argument. That's what I'm trying to do. You know, so it's like the law gives you, but also the parents can take. And it's for me, it doesn't sit well. But more importantly, we also do know there are some parents who have their own ill motive.
Yes.
I mean, if there's a rich man who is taking care of some, excuse my language, so a poor family.
Yes.
Gives them a lot of money, gives them all kinds of things. I mean, that parents, what kind of informed decision can they make?
Yes.
I mean, the decision will not be based on economics, bread and butter. You're giving me money, so go and do whatever you want to do with my daughter.
Yes.
So that makes it even, even more problematic where this lawyer is coming from. But I'm still saying that there are 16-year-olds who are very mature. I mean, they don't sound 16.
Yes.
So, I mean, when somebody says that at 16 you can have sex, but I just think that we should standardize it. It's 18 permission to have sex, 18 permission to get married.
Okay, we can do that, but you see, we don't want to do that to the extent that we can also infringe on the right of the individual. As you have just said, some 16 can be very mature.
Yeah, but we can take some rights away from some people.
Okay.
If we believe that the reasons
You
for taking the rights away from
do
the
that. It
person
will
makes
breach
sense.
the rule of law principles. Law need to be general. They are not specific.
No, but we are the same people who say until you're 18 you can't get married.
Yes.
So if I'm 17,
yes,
and I say I have the right to get married, it doesn't matter what the law says, then there's a problem. Do you get the point I'm making? Somebody can say I'm 17, I'm very ready.
Yes.
I'm mature enough to get married.
Yes.
If you go to especially rural areas, you see 15, 16-year-olds, and they look, you know what I mean? So she says, I want to get married.
But sometimes the law take protective way. So the law will take a protective position.
Hey, look at this. Age of sexual consent around the world.
Yes.
Look at this. In California, it's 18.
Okay.
Argentina, it's 13 years.
Yes. That's why I said some countries is lower.
What?
There's even 12.
In Uruguay, it's 13 years.
Yes.
Brazil, 15. Australia, 16.
Yeah.
I'm told, except for some parts of Australia, there's a place called Tasmania and South Australia, where it is 17. So there's some variation there. Now, in Philippines, it's 12 years old.
Yes.
In Japan, 13 years old. In the UK, it's 16, which is just like us, right?
Yes.
I'm sure we model.
UK, you can marry at 16.
You can marry at 16.
But with parental consent. Or not
Oh,
only
so
your
that's where,
consent.
so that's where this lawyer is coming
No,
from. Not
UK
Ghana.
is through consent.
Okay.
Your consent and parental consent.
The child's consent first.
Yes, and the parental consent.
But which
But then when you
which
get
is weightier?
Which one?
Which is
Both
weightier?
Both of them is needed before you can get married. Parent must consent. But once you get to 18, you don't need parental consent anymore.
You're on your own.
You can marry without a parental consent. So it's also a kind of protective mechanism put in place there. Yes.
Wow. I'm just saying that, look, if you are 16 and you are allowed to have sex,
yes.
Because see, when they get to 16, they can't wait till they're 18.
No, Imora, I'm not sure you are not following me.
No, I'm not saying what you're saying.
I tried to explain to you the philosophical reason behind that.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
Okay.
But I'm just trying to challenge. I mean, that's what academics
Lawyer,
do.
let me ask you this. You
challenge theories,
keep on talking about philosophical reasoning. Is it the law?
That informs the law. Lawmaking is informed by our morality and the philosophy.
Okay.
That justifies the law. So you use that to justify why it should be 18.
It should be 18 or 16.
So almost most of the laws is grounded on philosophy.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
That's why when you come to law school, final year, you study a subject called jurisprudence. So jurisprudence is what informs the lawmaking process.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay. You know, this jurisprudence thing, I remember the last time you came here, you were walking us through the different schools of thought.
Okay.
What is jurisprudence? And the different definitions.
That's right.
That comes with that. So please stay with us. This is Good Morning Ghana. We'll come back and look at some other issues. Please don't go anywhere.
Menya oden o tiantie mu amanfo ada o hye me boso beto phone na mame me phone na say dada menya oden
the most surprised man
surprise ben
surprise
hey Kofi papa e phone o iPhone 13 nanya ne
ende me fankofo bi mienu amuko circle ene ba ko ne ka chena dan fa hawa
or no the Ghana card, call EBA phone, sir, or 40% penny in the phone man, that can be to an kakra. Timothy, I may drop in a miss me call and I'm going to phone the brown.
Oh, coffee papa me da say. I'm sure.
Wo EBA phones hadie, yeton iPhones ne ho akade nyina. Ye sanso de ma wholesale. So ye dealer na so pedodo atua. Na se afi na wo hye iPhone business na sia. Braya se ye, hwehwe ye chira kwan e wa Accra Circle Mall. Any tiptoe lane, modern photos in chain. American Monso, ye ni odor rice ene edi nhwenim. Kumase ye wedum ejekuma brunsan nim. Obetumi so hu ye e wo www.
Ama Nancy mi general well-being enkoye kwao. Ama maye bohu se kontomra akija.
Nancy me hu se me nyo basima kra. Ama me kunu ni me into kwankwa. Oh you right. Enye mo ko. Give us JC mixture and any capsules. Aye num bom. En ho asem na mo kana. E boa emma ene meme nyina. Ne ma wo ba ye obesima. Na be ma so aye be masima. Ya we be boa wuku ama ne giant sa wo de hye ne botum na wanyinya ne nti sese ne oyi chokmo na GC mixture and capsule. Achisa.
A painful about one more menu for one and when you feel to me.
Achisa. Wabedum, Tamaso. Hey, J. Watch it, na learning. Missy, watch and learn. Makwema Besisia. A bozig. I can say no ya konati and the more drink woman. Hey. But I didn't mean. Oh, sorry. She knew her old days. Eji, Dabio, baby womb. Ready? Hey, baby womb. Ah, Eji. I'll cause some discomfort. Sorry, well, uncle, where would I die? Why your funeral? At your phone for Aerofield Trading. Sorry, it killed them all.
No mum share Nanda Daya was mosquito call is to do a munumu. Na say spray with them musa. Chaisima a dronum and sana ko dynamo.
And Kratoi FDA Ajatum. Hooray, Ghana! The Ministry of Transport and its agencies invite you to the Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. It's the first of its kind in Ghana. From 22nd to 24th October 2025, the World Trade Center Accra comes alive with cars, shape, train, logistics and plane dealers all in one place. Are you a modern car dealer? Do you sell electric vehicles? Then this fair is your platform to shine. Students and the general public will experience free electric car test drives, thrilling maritime showcases, and even free helicopter rides. All 15 agencies under the Ministry of Transport, plus global car dealers, airlines, logistic giants, and investors will be there with His Excellency John Dramani Mahama as our guest of honor. Register now at info.digitaligh.org 0244-613-246 or visit our website www.transportlogfair.org. The Ghana Transport and Logistics Fair 2025. Beyond movement, resetting Ghana's transport future.
Kwame and his uncle are almost here.
Wait a minute. This one too, your friend Kwame.
Wait, Kwame. As in the same Kwame again?
Yes, mommy.
The second coming. Into all this tension just to reintroduce that broke boy from Kaswa.
Why would you deceive the family like this again? Now I understand the whole delay. Troll from Kaswa, dear. Why wouldn't he be late? Obey him later.
Of course.
Star 712 hash, star 712 hash. Go be the luckiest. Copy from Georgia be luckiest. From not the block, she be luckiest. Me and you go be lucky, luckiest. No matter why you're lucky. Everybody go be that luckiest.
That's Kwame!
Senya God apple boom. If you put it away, so would the coming of the Son of Man be.
Hey!
Is that his car?
Dial star 712 hash Choose your ticket, enter your lucky number, follow the prompts, and let destiny handle the rest.
This promotion is regulated by the NLA on the Caritas platform.
Good morning, Ghana on a Metro Television. Now, the show is also live on 94.1 FM. We're on satellite and we're also on the multi-TV, they call it platform. So all you need is a decoder and you're good to go. So you know this conversation we were having earlier about why 16 you can consent to sex, yes, but you can't marry unless you're 18. So some of our viewers, our esteemed and cherished and valued viewers, have sent us some messages. In fact, some of them are actually lawyers, and some of them I know personally. Now, one gentleman who's a private legal practitioner, Sadat, he sent me, in fact, he's informed me about something, or he forwarded an information to me. And one of the things he said was that, he said, at 16, you can consent to sex, right? Legally. There's no any ambiguity about that. There's no debate. There's no doubt. Nothing. But marriage, if you're 18, yes, the law allows you to marry.
Yes.
But until you are 21, you need the consent of your parents.
Yes.
To marry. Until you're 21, you need the consent of your parents. Without the consent of your parents or your guardian, you cannot go ahead and marry.
Yeah.
So, Sadat, thank you very much for
just good clarification.
Yes. It's a very, very important clarification. Anyway, so
things of this nature, maybe give us advance warning. We'll discuss it. Research could have just given us exactly, I mean, what the law is even. It could have been nice to that even help us with those provisions. That can help.
But, bro, you know, marriage goes beyond just the two individual, just a boy or a man and a woman. That's why if you go to seek anybody's daughter's hands in marriage, they will ask of your family. Who is standing in for you, and the vice versa. So it's legitimate.
So the concern is always there.
Yeah.
Most of the times.
Yes.
Yes. All right. So this one here from Edmond. He says that most parents don't have time for their children, or in the name of chasing money to take care of kids. Where is the PTA? In our days, a teacher can discipline, but now go and discipline any school child and see what will happen to you. We're failing as a society. That's from Edmond. Mancha Bruce II, he says, I've seen the explicit video in which the assistant headmaster of KNUST Senior High School is seen fondling the breast of an underage female student. This is unethical, condescending, and criminal of an elderly person of that stature. This has the propensity for causing disaffection towards the school, other male and the KNUST brand image. It also brings to the fore the issue of parenting and parental control and discipline. I congratulate GS for the swift action. Nonetheless, it must act decisively to bring closure to the issue. I fear greatly for this generation, Mancha Bruce II in Takrady. But he raises a very important issue about even the image of the school. So if I'm sending my daughter there, I can't be comfortable.
No, it's a risk.
I don't know if I feel safe. It's a risk, you know.
It's a risk.
Samaku Kelly. Yeah, Samaku Kelly says, good morning. He says, good morning. I think it's most unfortunate and troubling to see a young female SHS student in such a compromising situation with the very person who is supposed to contribute to her sound upbringing. The leakage of this video into the public domain is a pointer to the fact that such shameful behaviors are happening in most of our schools. No doubt, this assistant headmaster has woefully failed to live up to expectation. It should be reprimanded to serve as a deterrent to others. However, what's more worrying in the quality of parenting children are getting from most homes in this generation. Until we start fixing the problem from the home level, I'm afraid the canker is likely to even get worse. Now, this one from Alhaji Razak Highland, he says, more personally, the age and consent is not my take. The girl's parents sent her to school not only for the academics but also for morality. Those saying the girl is of age and give her consent are basically crazy perverts and pedophiles. Okay, so Prosper Shikwe. Okay. Okay, so Master Planner Junior, I've heard you. Thanks for drawing my attention to this, and I'm grateful for that. Enoch in Afianya says, I would plead with Musa Dankwa to be with us, oh, sorry. It says, although 5 cities per inmate not enough, government needs to be applauded for the increment. Please, Mr. President, PSC Tema Shipyard, you need a board. I don't know why he keeps talking about this shipyard matter anytime he sends a message. All right, so I guess that we'd have to move on and talk about something else. Now, so are you on DSTV? Are you a DSTV subscriber?
Yeah, I am. My family watch it.
Okay. Okay. What package are you on? Or what bouquet?
Well, they asked me to buy data and I buy. So I don't even know which of them.
I mean, how much do you pay every month?
Package, to buy package.
How much
yes,
do you pay every
they
month?
just asked for me that the DSTV is finished.
Okay,
then
and you
say,
pay?
okay.
How much do you pay?
Sometimes they will ask for some 500 and something.
Okay. So most you're more likely to be on Compact Plus. Compact Plus.
I actually don't know those things. So they just because I'm not the type that sit to watch.
You don't even make time to watch TV.
No, not at all.
Not even Good Morning Ghana.
Or Good Morning Ghana, I watch. So when they are watching their TV and I say switch to Good Morning Ghana, then they are like, Daddy and your politics. I say no, it's just not politics they discuss on Good Morning Ghana.
I know. I mean, like today we spent a lot of time discussing.
It's a well-educated platform, very good educated platform.
Ishak, are you on DSTV?
I'll probably say yes and no. I've had it installed. I've used the services for 1 month. And I just realized I don't need it because I don't have the time. The time is not there. So I tend to watch more catch-up TV rather than watching a live TV.
Okay.
So I have Netflix, Amazon Prime, and then YouTube. I hardly get the time. So it's just a waste.
You don't want
my package was about 330 or so.
Okay.
I was just using it for CNN and Deutsche Welle TV.
You don't watch Sky TV?
No, I don't have the time. My problem is the time to sit there and watch live TV. Okay. So catch-up TV works better for me. And I have specific program I watch.
Okay.
Like Good Morning Ghana.
Right.
But there are a lot of people who enjoy it. So maybe let's focus on those who really enjoy it.
Yes. Okay.
Yes.
So we are being told by the Minister for Communication.
Yeah.
And Sam George.
Yes.
He promised us specifically that he was going to get multi-choice.
Yeah.
To instruct DSTV to reduce their subscription fees.
Yes.
So finally, yesterday, was it yesterday or 2 days ago? It must have been on Monday.
And it was part of their research agenda. Their research agenda.
I don't know about that being part of their research agenda. but I think on Monday or so, he held a news conference and told us finally what the decision is, based on a series of meetings and deliberations and things between his office and that of the multi-choice Ghana.
Yes.
So let me read to you what the decision finally is, And it says that Minister for Communications, Sam George, is announcing that Ghanaian DSTV subscribers are set to enjoy more value for their money from October 1, which starts today. Now, this follows new arrangements agreed between the government and MultiChoice Africa. Now, he's made this known at a press briefing in Accra on Monday, September 29, after an engagement with a pay TV provider. Now, according to him, MultiChoice Africa has committed to roll out an unprecedented increased value offer only in Ghana, giving subscribers between 33 to 50% more value depending on the package they use. Now, this new arrangement means that Ghanaians will get more services for less. And I'm going to quote him. He says, it's a commitment by MultiChoice to respond to the concerns of subscribers in Ghana, and the offer is unmatched anywhere else in Africa. Now, under the new plan, existing and new customers will automatically be upgraded to higher packages while paying the same old prices. For instance, those on the Paddy bouquet which currently costs 59. That's like the cheapest, right? It will automatically be upgraded to the Access Bouquet valued at 99 cedis and enjoy 35 extra channels. This represents a saving of 40%. Subscribers on the Access Bouquet 99 will be bumped up to the Family Bouquet, which usually costs 190 cedis, with 19 extra channels, giving them 48% savings. Similarly, those paying for the Family Package 190 will move up to Compact Bouquet, priced at 380 cedis. This upgrade adds 22 more channels, including live football matches, and represent 50% saving. Now, subscribers on Compact, which is 380 cedis, will be upgraded to Compact Plus, which is 570, and that's where Cletus is. Yes, Compact Plus, 570, with 12 more channels and a 33% saving. For Compact Plus customers, 570 cedis, DSTV would automatically upgrade them to the Premium Bouquet, priced at 865, adding 18 more channels with a saving of 34%. Premium customers who already pay 865 will continue enjoying the full package, but with an additional benefit. They will be entered automatically into a competition to win a fully paid trip to watch selected English Premier League matches, subject to terms and conditions. The minister clarified that there will be no restrictions on the bouquet a subscriber chooses, adding that the offer applies to both new and existing customers from October 1, 2025. So I'm sure that if Ishak was on DSTV, he would have been with the compact, with the premium, with a premium group. So, Ishak,
yes,
what do you make of this?
Well, the thing speaks for itself. Okay. The minister, I think he needs to be reminded that talk is cheap. Delivery is where the problem lies. In opposition, he championed two things, I remember, especially 2024. He championed two main things. One of them was like NPP was a more reason why this particular TV provision was expensive, and that he was a solution. And I'm sure his passion for that area led to the decision of the president to send him to the communication ministry.
Right.
The second one he was championing was the gay bill. He made it appear the activities of gay people was because President Nana Akufo-Addo was the president of Ghana. He made it appear like that, to the extent that he pushed it through private members' bill. And then he was able to galvanize faith leaders to join him. And what has happened? So it wasn't signed. Now you have the opportunity. You made it look like it was a life-threatening issue to the life of the nation, that all our youth were being corrupted. So do these two things. In fact, there was somewhere he said, if President Muhammad comes and failed, he will say something to his face. I don't remember his comments very well. Or he will insult you, or he will say something to his face. I don't remember it. Maybe search for it. It was quite high profile. If President Muhammad even failed, he would do this. Now you have been given the opportunity. You've entered into negotiations, you have failed. And out of face saving, you're coming to tell us these things. You said the Ghanaians were suffering. The idea wasn't that we're not getting enough TV to watch, and therefore we needed more channels to watch. No. The idea is that the cost of living was killing us, and there was a need to have a cut. And you made some comparison analysis that the Nigerians were paying less. Other countries were paying less. Why was Ghana paying more? Another point he made was that the argument that they provided in increasing those packages was the fact that the cedi was not stable. And now the cedi has been stabilized. And therefore they needed to cut prices. So the whole objectives of this negotiation failed. In fact, they tricked him. But we already know he's incompetent. They tricked him. All that he knows is talk. Give us what we want. They tricked you, and you're now telling the guy. And you can see, he spoke to us without respect. It's as if he's just an NDC full soldier. And the only people he needed to address is NDC members and not the good people of Ghana. I've always believed that dealing with companies, especially expatriate companies, these prices are driven by market forces. And sometimes even consumer boycotts. Maybe emphasis where consumers just make decision that this is too expensive for me. Like take the decision like me. It was a waste of money that I've even subscribed for a while because I don't need it. There are now a lot of alternatives available. If you don't need it, you have alternative. If a large number of people switch off because of the price, are you saying they will not change their mind to reduce prices? Yes, it's driven by demand. So if large number of people are switching off, they will make business decisions to reduce the price. But he made it as an MPP problem and presented it that when he comes, he was going to get these gains for us. Now they are pushing more irrelevant channels down our throat just to deceive us to stay. And they continue to take our money. He thinks we are all idiots. We just follow what he says. He is a failure. He needs to come out and apologize to President Akufo-Addo and apologize for the good people of Ghana. And you remember, I kept saying that these are a group of corn people, with the exception of Honorable here. They are a group of corn people. They've cornered us. What happened to the gay bill? You even tell me proper Human Socialization Act or proper Ghana Farmer Values Act. If this was a threat, why are you so relaxed? Why was there a need for a private member bill in an election year? Because we knew this was driven by the election. It wasn't the interest of the good people of Ghana.
Why did the president
and the first leaders who were misled by the NDC through this gentleman who doesn't respect Ghanaians, the communication minister, the faith leader, he doesn't. If you lead faith leaders, did you see the Foreman, my very good friend? I had disagreement with him off air when I happened to meet him at the Ghana School of Law. Look at the way they went to Parliament, presented it as a life-threatening issue. And when the last time President Mahama had the opportunity to speak about it, do you know what he was talking about? He was saying that if we teach these children ethics, there may not even be a need to talk about the bill. Didn't you know about ethics when you were in opposition?
Talk about
now
DSTV.
That DSTV is linked to it, he championed the two policies. You can't delink them. He championed the two policies. So we are telling some girl that talk is cheap. If you talk, govern the way you say you would talk, you have failed. And we knew you would fail when you were even in opposition. So apologize to the good people of Ghana that you deliberately conned them, and you did so because of power. And now you've gotten power. So do not come and insult us as if you've gotten something better for us. What you've got is more irrelevant channels. I am not interested in them. Many people are not interested in them. What they need is reduction in price for them to have a better standard of living. No more foolish channels that they just deceive you. Thank you. Honorable, you may take over.
don't come and don't.
Yes.
You'll be allowed to enter a draw, and when you win, you get to watch any of the Premiership.
So
games.
he's even encouraging us to do gambling.
More is okay.
Draw. You see, gambling. Something that is a vice we are trying to avoid.
Some people don't have a problem with the gambling.
Well, that wasn't what he marketed.
Okay.
He didn't say we were going to enter draw. If he had said that, the social contract, we told these people that the low-hanging fruits is not a problem when it comes to the heavy lifting. What happened? Even DSTV, he can't even push them with all those bombastic talk he was giving to us.
Yes, Moro, I think that my brother on this platform was a bit harsh on the minister. You even drew in...
the minister takes no prisoners. If you don't know the minister you are talking about, he takes no prisoners. They kill every person in the battlefield.
What I'm trying to say is that the anti-gay bill you are talking about, I also asked a question. Why did Nana-Addo refuse to sign? Nana-Addo even immediately, when Parliament sent it to him, he wrote back to Parliament, sending it back to us.
There was an injunction on him.
What injunction?
The injunction is lifted. You brought it. Deal with it.
But he could have waited and cleared it before even saying that Parliament has no business sending the bill to me. What I'm trying to, this DSTV issue, I think that no matter how anybody describe it, the minister has gotten something for Ghanaians. It's just not the way my brother described it, like the minister has failed, blah, blah, blah. He talks like when he is an opposition communicator and all of that. The fact of the matter is that something good has come out of it. Ghanaians totally will not lose as a result of the negotiations that he did. Some benefits has come to Ghanaians, and we should applaud him for that. Yes, it's a company that provides the services. Dealing with the company like DSTV is something that you could see the banter between him and then DSTV. But eventually, something has come out, and I think we should applaud him for that instead of bastardizing him.
Applaud him for failure.
Yeah, it's no failure. He did well. Some goodies have come out of it. The things my brother Moro read, at least the prices and what you enjoy on those packages is a novelty. It hasn't happened before. So if he's been able to do something on these things, we need to applaud him instead of condemning him. I think that basically this is just what I can say to this issue.
Okay. All right.
But Moro, let me also add that we are on public accounts is sitting,
okay,
and many issues are coming out. We are reviewing, we are looking at the infractions on the Auditor General report for 2023-2024 review. That is what we are currently looking at.
Okay.
So we are inviting ministries, agencies to come and account for any infraction that the Auditor General would have, come out as far as your organization is concerned. And there are a lot of revelations. And I will use this medium to tell people who hold public offices that we should know that there will always be a day of accountability. So anything that you are supposed to do, particularly I worry for the heads of the agencies. There are many things that they leave it to their subordinates, and they are not able to do it properly. And they are the ones that appear before the pack. And sometimes it's embarrassing. Many of the things you can see in the faces of the heads of the agencies that they don't even have a clue to it. Right. You understand? And it happens. So it tells everybody that whichever organization that you are heading, you have to be very interested in whoever that you give responsibility to. Otherwise, sometimes the embarrassment is too much at pack. And I worry for this country. Amoro, we lose so much money due to people negligence. Somebody is paid to undertake some job for the country, and out of your negligence, the state loses so much money. You understand? And I think it's unfair. People are paid to work for the state. Let's all play our part. For instance, Moro, somebody died, you attended the person's funeral, and you keep on validating the person for 26 months. And you come to say that it's on earned salary. This one is collusion. I'm sure some people colluded and they were taking the money. Otherwise, how will that happen? Somebody died for 26 months, you keep on validating the person. Many, many revelations. But my admonition is that any public office that you, an officer, is in charge, remember, it is not your business, it is not your private bona fide. Know that there will be a day that you will have to account for every penny that you are not able to account for. That is why there are checks and balances. Nobody is free in this country. The Constitution has made it in such a way that everybody will be checked by somebody. So people should be very mindful of that. But I will commend PAC for the job that we are doing. I'm a member of PAC, and I'm so happy the way we are dealing with the issues. And some of the heads or agency heads too, they deal with the issue, and you will know that this person is on top of his job. And I commend people like that. Particularly yesterday, the Gaming Commission came, or Interior Ministry came. You could see even the Minister of Interior, who has just gone into the ministry. You could see that he's on top of his job. He and all the service commanders. Gaming Commission, the boss, I commend him. He did so well. Some monies were lost. For instance, let me give you an example. Gaming Commission. Somebody was sponsored to somebody went on study leave. The commission sponsored the person to go and do studies, and he was on bond. And the money they used to sponsor the person is ranging some 400,000 Ghana cedis plus. The person came back without serving the bond, then he resigned, tendered in a resignation letter, and bolted. You understand? So the former head, the former boss of the place who supervised this, ought to have been the one to refund the money.
Wow.
You understand? But because a new person came in, but the new person currently, the man did very well. If you check how he operated, he took steps to get the guy back, or his guarantors to be able to refund the money. And some gaming operators or bet operation companies that also defaulted some 8 million, he was able to retrieve the money. So some of them are working very well, and that is the way to go. We need money to develop this country. So let's don't allow some individuals to at least, dip their hands into government coffers or shortchange government. Monies that can go drill boreholes, make our roads better in Trapa for us. We need dams and all of that. So we need to collect the money.
All right, so I have some messages to read, and then if there's time, I'll let you have 1 minute. But I have some messages to read.
You can have 1 minute.
Yes, I'll give that to you. So first of all, this one says, good morning. Please tell Honorable Cletus Dapela that breast cancer affects men too. Do we have breast?
It's potential. Well, you have the nipple and some tissues around it. It's possible. Yes.
I thought we had chest, not breast.
Well,
okay.
I didn't read the context in which.
So please tell Honorable Cletus that breast cancer affects men too. So not only women need to have their breast examined or screened, but men likewise. Well, we're more than happy to screen it, please. Come and screen it. It's a nice feeling to be screened, just to check whether there's something
to
there.
make sure. I think men should be worried much more about prostate cancer.
Yes. That's true. Now, Alhaji Hamza from Peg Farm says, good morning, my brother. In fact, I'm totally disappointed in the comment made by my senior brother, Ishak, regarding this issue of DSTV and Honorable Sam George. Truth be told, Honorable Sam George needs to be commended for the action he has taken in the interest of Ghanaians. This is what we all call leadership, good leadership by example. Now, if Mr. Ishak cannot commend him for that, then he should not condemn him, because Ghanaians are so happy with the move he has taken. Must we play politics with everything?
Really? Ask him to go on.
Sani Salihu says that the able minister has paid his dues, but what do you think naysayers will say? I'm one of the subscribers, and currently I'm on Compact, and automatically have been upgraded to Compact Plus. This means that my next payment, I'll subscribe to family, getting what I want and paying less. This is common sense. Now, I'm not too sure. Now, here's the thing. So if I'm on Compact Plus and I go down to Compact, what would it mean? I mean, will I pay, how much am I going to pay for that Compact? Is it an old price?
Yeah, well, perhaps that's what they meant.
Okay.
But whether you really need them. If I'm on it because of
no, but as for the argument you raised earlier, I get it. I mean, it is not everybody who wants more channels.
No.
They just want a reduction in their fees, that's all.
Yes.
So I get that point. There's a clear distinction between raffles and gambling. So even in Islam, raffles are allowable. It depends on the context. So he's talking about, I told you that if you're on premium,
yes,
you enter some raffle, and then if you win, you're saying that, no, for you, that's gambling. So Mr. Hassan says that, Assalamu alaikum Alhaji Moro. I think Sam George is kidding. I'm on DSTV Nigeria Premium with 2 decoders. Hey, they're coming after you, Hassan. don't make this thing public. They call it cross-border piracy.
Yeah.
That's how they call it, And so it says, I'm on DSTV Nigeria Premium with 2 decoders, 1 Explorer decoder and 1 Extra View decoder. And I'm paying 470 cedis a month. So why should I pay 800 cedis for Ghana DSTV? No, but now that would come down to 580. A difference of about 100 cedis,
It's still a lot.
Yeah, it's still a lot.
Or maybe because you are loaded, you don't feel the impact.
Okay. All right. So you know who is celebrating his birthday today? No. He's our friend. He's a friend of the show. He's a friend to all of us here, I'm sure. I'm talking about the man Guy G.
Who?
Guy G.
Guy G.
He's a regular texter to the show.
Okay.
Guy G. Yes. We'll put his picture up shortly. Today, Gaiji is celebrating his birthday, and this is what that's the chap in your shot. Yes.
I've seen him before. Yeah.
It says, "We give glory to God for His love and mercy. Our God is faithful. We pray for God's strength and long life. May He continue to protect you and bestow His blessings upon you and your household. In the many years ahead, the Lord shall renew your strength. You shall mount up with wings as an eagle. You shall run and not be weary. You shall walk and not faint. Enjoy your special day. You're blessed. Guy G." Yes. Oh, so apparently his called Prince AJ. Oh, I'm actually finding out his real name today. So the Guy G is actually an AKA. Prince AJ. He's a personal assistant to Honorable Kennedy Ejapon.
Okay.
Yes.
Happy birthday to him.
Yes. Guy G. Happy birthday from myself, Annie, and the rest of the
happy birthday, my brother Guy G. How is Ken's campaign?
When
tell us.
Hugo, Guy G, you can't comment. That's all. Yes. You can
tell us how the campaign is ongoing.
So let me take the opportunity to really tell you how the Bawumia campaign is going.
Oh, so hold on. No, let me do this. I beg you.
No. Just
let me also
just have your mic then.
No, let me finish with this. So, Tafa Enam right here says, Mr. Audu, our brother from the MPP is confused. Is he saying that saying the changes that Honorable Sam George has forced DSTV to do is needless? At least I now have more channels than during the MPP's term of office. Yes.
For money.
Can you imagine? Anyway, so Prosper Shikwe says the moral: if we keep playing adverts that depict behaviors considered impolite and rude to the forcible consumption of the masses, as if that is normal in a society where parenting is almost broken, how do you expect a good society to be formed, where kids won't record video uncompromising positions with headmasters? We are a problem ourselves, and we are all to blame. Okay, now I have one more announcement to make, and this one has to do with a brother of a very good friend of ours. In fact, he is perhaps one of the longest serving head of production for Good Morning Ghana. I believe so. He's called famous Achichogbe, so that's his brother. He's lost his brother. So he says, forever in our hearts, Honorable Festus Edem Romeo Achichogbe from 1982 to 2025. Apparently, he's a government appointee, Okaikwe North Municipal Assembly. And the funeral arrangement as follows. The date is on Saturday, October 18, which is next week, Saturday, 2025. Venue is Tessano, near the All Nations Church. It starts at the far past is at 7 a.m. and the funeral service is 9 a.m. The burial is private, we're told, and Thanksgiving service is on Sunday, October 19, 2025. Venue is Winners Chapel International, headquarters, North Industrial Area, and it's at 8:40 a.m. So it's about the funeral arrangements for Honorable Festus Edem Romeo Atitogbe, who is the brother of our very good friend, famous Atitogbe, formerly of Good Morning Ghana. Now, this was a Good Morning Metro TV. This has been a great morning in the Breast Cancer Awareness Month. It has been truly enlightening, thanks to your panelists. Now, on a separate note, I find it puzzling that some people struggle with simple calculations. For instance, if you were paying 570 cedis and are now asked to pay 380 for the same service, that's a clear reduction.
This October, the world of public relations converges in Accra. The Institute of Public Relations Ghana, in partnership with the African Public Relations Association, the Public Relations Society of Kenya, and the International Public Relations Association, present Public Relations Knowledge Sharing Conference. Also happening here in Ghana, 70th anniversary edition of the prestigious IPRA Golden World